No robots.
All right.
My God, are we getting 2 robots? Jobs.
No. we only have one robot, and he seems to have disappeared.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Your image is not right. I
Jobs.
don't know. Just hasn't played for a while. Excuse me.
Alrighty, so FYI, we're live.
Oh, on the Twitches.
Yes.
Gives me the Twitches, that does. It's so bad.
Oh dear.
Let's move you into the square. Oh, that's big.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Somebody asked me a question.
Hello.
Nope.
Select a token on the tabletop. That one. Use it. Right, entry. You now have a token. It's in the main square. You should be able to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it, move it. I like
No, I can't move it.
You
can
can now.
Yeah, I can.
Hey. Marvelous.
Right, HP, AC, passive perception, wisdom, 0. Great job.
So Steve, you already had a character ready for this?
No, but I didn't have much. I've got a day off, so.
Okay, cool. That was fast.
Amazing. 5. There's no way that's right. Do you want to introduce yourself and your character then to everybody?
Sure. Entry number 3 is a extremely gaunt-looking fellow, pale skin. He's going slightly bald. He wears. You can see that he's wearing splint armor, and over the top of the splint armor, he has grey robes. He carries a shield on one arm and a staff made of ash in the other, and round his waist he has a belt, to which is attached a thick-bound book with a kind of lock on it, metal lock attached. If you speak to him, he tells you that he's a servant of the Lord of Death, here to guide people to the afterlife.
Do you cast healing spell?
He can.
Bloody last.
We haven't got somebody who can heal us, have we?
We don't have Minotaurics.
Should the Lord of Death wish him to prolong your stay, then in this world, then he has that facility.
I'll take them, maybe.
Excellent.
That sounds like he's going to turn you undead.
Undead, no.
Okay.
Undead are an abomination.
Ah, good.
Must be stamped out.
Okay, you're going to feel right at home. Good
You
stuff.
want intros from the rest of the party?
Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Why don't you start?
I'm the local hairdresser
And where are you, by the way? I don't see you on the map.
in my salon. Just I'm in the salon.
He's over here.
Ah, there you are. Why don't you join us in the town square?
Okay.
We're off to go on an adventure.
Byron is an androgynous genasi storm sorcerer, which is really useful if you're a hairdresser.
You just leave someone mid-haircut.
No, that's unprofessional.
suppose it's helpful for blow
It
dry.
was a slow. Yeah, exactly. This was the plan.
Hey, I'll introduce myself. I'm Bron. I'm the group's sort of naturist adventurer type. Bit of a cross between a fighter and a arrow smith.
And he's not kidding on the naturist. He does like to walk around the woods naked with his friends.
Longer. Yeah, and that's me really. So looking forward to playing this session and seeing what we get up to.
All right, I guess I'll go next. I am this little birdie-like guy. His name is Click, and I'm an Aarakocra, which is a bird-like type of creature. A monk as well, and been coming from the plane of air. Been here for a couple of months now, and still finding my way around. Click tends to make funny bird sounds when trying to express his emotions, and he assumes you get what he means by that, usually, when he does that.
I didn't realise that there was another member of the air posse.
Is that? No comment.
Represent, as the young men say.
Those crazy kids. And I'm Graven. He's a 40-year-old, thin and wiry, tired-looking ex-mercenary. He was, until recently, the governor of Flamescar. He doesn't say a lot. He's more a man of action. That's it, really. He's kind of grumpy, bit superstitious. Yeah, that's me.
Is Rogar here with us, or that's just his token left there?
He's just wandering around,
Okay.
looking lost.
Okay.
In general Rogar fashion.
Yes. So that's all of us, right?
Yeah, I think so. What are we doing today?
So, okay, I guess since I organized
By the way,
this...
today is Tuesday, just so you all know.
does that mean a new governor is elected?
No, not at all.
Oh, so what is Tuesday?
You may want to cast your eyes upon the town notice board.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Who put that there?
So as you're wondering that, you do start to hear some murmur. You notice actually that the town is awfully quiet. There doesn't seem to be anybody kicking around.
I bet they're all at Say, guys.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess everybody's at the... Well, not everybody, but at least the people who are upset about this new tax thing are at Sagar's. I'd love to join them to make a case for this tax.
We could head over there. I can't really complain because I'm supposed to be collecting the taxes.
Give me a quick explain it like I'm 5 about the taxation for Flamescar.
So basically, there's a Flamescar fund now, which is meant to help expand the town and make it bigger and better. And to fund this, we need some money. So the money is coming from, well, everyone through a tax. So the merchants, for example, get a tax. There's an income tax. There's a freelancer's tax. Yeah, that's the idea. But it's all for the greater good, of course.
The greater good.
Yes.
Okay, let's head over there then. See if we can.
So as you head down towards the
Are there any
blacksmith route,
subsidies for up-and-coming young businesses which deals exclusively in hair?
Well,
The only cut you're doing is hair.
Haircuts, not tax cuts.
we can discuss at a
so
later
as you
point.
start walk down
I'd like
the blacksmithery, you start to hear a mumbling and rising of voices. It seems to be just sort of like general chitter chatter coming from inside the blacksmithery.
Okay, let's head in.
You notice Byron walks up to the front door, he notices that it's actually quite full. It seems to be pretty much all the major townsfolk inside the
It's all the merchants, actually, isn't it?
Inside the smith.
What's the mood? Are they angry or are they just chatting?
So in fact, as Byron walks through the door, Sega sort of like bangs down on the old what are those things that Smith people use?
Anvils.
Bangs on one of them. That's the one. Anvil goes, quiet. We need to talk about this ruddy tax for a stupid thing. He seems quite. He specifically seems quite irate.
All right.
Well, let's all head in, I suppose, and I just say hello. Yeah.
So just sort of Click heads in, kind of like stands at the back of the room, and Sagar waves his small hammer at Click as Click kind of pushes his way through the crowd and goes, "Oh, it's this blooming governor coming in, making changes. Come on in, explain yourself."
With pleasure. Ooh. Do I say? And I.
And everyone sort of, you notice as you kind of walk through the crowd that people look at you. A general indifference over their face. Sagar seems to be the only one that's kind of really upset.
Okay, I see.
Seems to be quite upset.
Okay. Where's Sagar? I can't see him on the... Oh, yeah, I see him now. Okay. Well, who is Sagar, by the way?
Jeremy.
He's the blacksmith, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And the initial, and when we all arrived, he was the town mayor.
I see. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'll just go into the middle of the room, and as I speak, I kind of try and look to everyone, so I turn around, not just Sagar, but obviously he has quite my attention. So I said, Sagar, first I would like to thank you for organizing this meeting. I think it's important that we hear the voice of everyone in Flamescar, and I appreciate your initiative. And I don't think I had a chance to explain this Flamescar Fund, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to explain this to you and then hear your thoughts on this. I've been in Flamescar.
I've got eerily quiet at this point. Everybody's listening, paying attention.
Okay. So I've been in Flamescar for a little while. I've quite frankly fallen in love with the place. It's just such a quaint, lovely town filled with very well-intentioned people and caring for each other. And it made me very thankful to be welcomed here. And I wanted to give back. And when I was elected governor, I thought hard on how I could help. And I realized that there's so much potential here that we could make our lives a lot better with just a few little steps. And what I'd like to achieve with your help is to increase the quality of our lives by making our town bigger, richer, and more welcoming for your businesses. As you know, many of you in this room are merchants and are relying on business that come from the people in this village, but as well as travelers. And right now, people don't really know about Flamescar so much. What I wanted to do is to...
Yeah, but that keeps us safe, doesn't it?
Well, sure, but you have quite a few bigger towns around that are quite safe as well. It's...
We do? Oh, we didn't know that.
Well, like Bastion Bay, for instance. But anyway, let's focus on Flamescar.
A murmuring goes around the room as you mention Bastion Bay.
Yeah.
People start getting excited that there's other things out there.
Okay. So, but let's focus on Flamescar. So what I want is really to have you people have better lives. And for that, one easy way for this is that you make more money. And for you to make more money is you need more customers. For you to have more customers, you need more people coming into the town. To do that, we need to expand our town and to grow it in a natural and healthy way. And to do this, we need money. So really, when I set up this fund that is funded with this tax that you were talking about today, the only purpose for me was that we all give a little so that we can gain from it. And I'll give you an example of this. Sorry, just side note. Do we have a tavern or an inn? Sorry, in Flamescar?
Griffin Lane.
Yeah, but it's a very small inn, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's an inn. More of somebody's house I've turned into a pub.
So there's no room you can rent, actually.
No.
Okay.
There are lots of spare houses in Flamescar.
Yeah.
It could be rooms to let if you wanted them to, but they're not at the moment.
Okay.
Nobody ever really travels to Flamescar.
And Sagar is
Not
pretty
really.
old.
Sagar is, he's a wizened old man.
Okay. So to give you an example, if we had an inn, for example, in our town, that would be a place for travelers to stop by for a night or two on their travels, and they would need.
Who's coming to Flamescar then? We haven't had visitors here in years.
Well,
You do know we're in the middle of nowhere, right?
well, my friends and I, we've been traveling and we've been meeting lots of strangers and other adventurers. There are people around traveling. It's just that Flamescar is not on their map, so they just don't know they have this option. And frankly, it's not an option currently. We just don't have enough to welcome travelers. But if we did welcome travelers, they would be coming here for a night or two. They would spend their gold here. They would probably need their weapons fixed and their armors fixed. Maybe they would purchase new ones. And
What if they come to rob us and take your fund with them then?
I didn't understand that.
What if they come to rob us? Take our money and take your money.
Well,
How are we going to hide all this cash that you're going to be finding from somewhere?
you mean the money from the fund?
Yeah, that's right, a fund.
Well, we are well equipped for that, and we're all well armed. To be honest, it's not like we have a lot right now. If we do happen to have a lot, then I'm sure we can invest in better means of protection. But that's a problem for later. What I would much rather have is a small and steady increase in our business, so that we can. We're not going to turn rich in a day. But if we all work hard and contribute, then we can all make better lives for ourselves. And Sagar,
Don't you think I work hard already, mate?
well, I know you do, and you're getting old as well. And I think that you have to think about your future and the future of your loved ones. If you are able to secure more business, potentially you could hire assistants who could keep working for you. You could get an apprentice who could continue your legacy after you are of age of retirement. Think about those things.
Hearing you talk about the apprentice, Horsey Joe type things. I had an apprentice once. You guys took him out with you, and I haven't seen him since. I think he may have died. Are we all going to go that way?
Woohoo! I doubt it.
Yes,
I don't know what happened, but that's definitely not the route I want to take.
you are.
Dobson, what do you think about this?
Well, I've been many a travelled man. I've came here as a favour to Sagar, and I've set up shop, and I think you guys are getting a good deal out of my service. I think Flamescar could definitely be larger than it is now. Yes, of course.
So this is an opportunity for all of us, especially us merchants here, to grow our business. And the tax is really just a small way to help back the town that's helping all of us achieve our dreams.
Johnson turns around and says, "Oh, all right, mate. Yeah. I've got a bit of a question. Have we got to start paying before these people come in? Because currently, the only people that visit my establishment are pretty much all in this room, you see. And if we had to pay, what was it? How much we got to pay?"
Well, the idea of the tax is that we need to start building that fund so that we can start growing things so that those people can come here. If we start from zero,
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get that. Yeah. But how much have I got to pay specifically, like?
I actually don't remember now. I think I had said 15%.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think
15%. Oh, right. Yeah.
So
I've got to charge all of you 15% more so that we can put it in the vault. Is that right?
Well, that's one way to do it, but I think the smarter way to do this would be to just take a cut from our revenues. And after all, you're not really paying.
I thought we were talking about my revenue. I make money in the bar, right? Yeah. I work in the bar.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
The Griffin's Bane, just up the road there. Yeah, I work in there, right? I run that bar.
Yes.
I sell you guys, or pretty much all of you in here. I sell you nice ales and ciders and the like. Sometimes I make myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get that? You
Yeah.
understand? Yeah. All right. And sometimes, well, pretty much always actually, you guys are the only people that come into my bar. So you're saying that you're going to come into my bar and pay me 15% extra, so I can then give that 15% back to you?
Well, that's up to
I
you.
don't really sound. It sounds a bit complicated to me. Why don't
Yeah.
you just put the 15% yourself in the pot, and then that'll work fine?
I think the way it would work better is if out of every drink you sell, you make a bit less profit because some part of this goes to the town fund. However, thanks to that little extra money that you put aside outside of your income, you will get eventually more customers and you will make even more. That's kind of the idea.
I see. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. it sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I'll put my prices up 15%, and then I'll be more than happy to pay you that.
I didn't hear the end of that sentence. It cut off.
He'd be more than happy to pay. I'm not so sure about how this is going to affect the businesses. I think we need to see more customers first. How are we going to get more people in? What are you going to do to make it?
Well, yes. This is a very valid point. That was Wendy, by the way.
Yeah, good to know. Well, the first step we've taken was to start putting some flyers and posters around to invite interesting people who are similar-minded, who want to contribute like we do to the growth of Flamescar.
Oh, right. Oh, well, you haven't given me any of those posters yet, have you, Click? Maybe you should.
Yes, actually, that was one of my plans. I have a little stack of those in the office, the governor's office, ready for you. So I'll bring them to you.
Well, I'd be more than happy to hand them around on my travels. No, do you want me to hand them around to everyone? Let everybody know that Flamescar's here? Doesn't sound like the greatest of ideas.
I think we need to pick the people who have a similar dream, but yeah, I think the message is clear on it, so hopefully.
Not dragons.
Not dragons,
Yeah,
yes.
and if we don't want people turning up because we actually like it really quiet, what then happens? Do we get a choice not to pay?
We have to all.
Right, yeah, I agree with Fluffykins over the back there. Yeah.
No, we have to do this all together or not at all. So if you all say you don't want to do this, then fine, we don't have to do it. But we have to all agree that this is what we're doing, because we can't have some of us do it and some don't not. It wouldn't be fair. So either we're all in or we're not. And I'm happy to go either way. It's not my town, it's our town. I'm just trying to help.
Jarrus, who's sort of been leaning in the corner the entire time, sort of steps over and says, "Oh yes, I think this is quite a marvelous idea, really. Getting more people in, I can preach the word of the Lavender to all of and sundry. Yes, this would be good. I mean, of course, the temple wouldn't be required to give any of their donations back to the town. How would we be receiving some of these donations towards the temple? That seems only fair.
There is a line on this in the decree that I've written about the fund, and donations do not count.
Yes.
Donations do not count as income. So.
Oh, good. So, if you all give your money to me, then I can spend it down the pub.
Religions aren't counted in this taxation scheme.
There is a limit, basically. I don't have the number in mind right now, but I think that after a certain amount of donations, then it is considered income. But yeah, you would have to.
You're limiting the growth of Lathander's temple. Yeah, not sure how well that will go down, but I can certainly speak to the Lord and see what his feelings are on this matter.
How do you define a religion? How many followers do you need?
I haven't specified that right now. I just put a specific amount of gold being deposited per month. But you'd have to read the decree for some more specifics. But again, this is a very simple law for the time being. We can go more in depth and more detail if we'd like, but I wanted to keep things simple at first.
Yeah, simple like us simple folk. Yeah. Well, I think you need to think long and hard about you're going to bring these people into this town because I ain't paying you a penny until I see some tourism.
Who's saying that?
That's Sagar, whose voice may or may not be fluctuating in tone and accent.
I'll give him a steely stare from the back of the room.
Are you intimidating?
A little bit.
He says, yeah, you and your adventurer foes, you're all right, aren't you? Clad in chainmail and all these weapons, and you're out there fighting oh God knows what, and coming back here with your stacks of money. I'm sure you'd be more than happy to put some of that in a fund, and you should be. I'll tell you, it's taking enough for hard man working, and I ain't even seen any of this new money that you've been talking about. Oh, I don't know about this. And he just sort of starts grumbling. He says, you
What?
sort of hear whack from the corner. It's from Jeremy.
Jeremy the Swan.
Oh, yeah, this one. So I just said, yes, of course, we're all going to participate. It's not just for merchants, this tax.
Yeah, well, I hope you're taxing your adventurer friends much more than us, because you know about this corruption stuff that you always get when you get people with other people's money. It's why we keep ours under our bed. I mean, somewhere else.
Well, we could debate about this all day, of course, but I'd rather be productive and keep...
Well, apparently I've got to get to work so I can make the money so I can put it in the tax fund, don't I? So you'll better clear off now because I've got things to do.
All right, well, thank you for your time. Does anyone else wants to say anything about this?
I think
Everybody
it
on
should
the
go to
channel.
a vote.
What are you saying?
Yeah, we could put this to a vote.
Yeah, do a vote next week, or by next week, everybody has a chance to vote.
Hang on. Let's just be sensible here. Before we have a vote, what's the deciding factor? I mean, we wouldn't want to like get equal shares and then not know what to do, or just have one vote swing it. Deciding vote.
Maybe we do a vote where we can either vote yes to the current version of this, no to any kind of fund or tax, or and a third option as an in-between, maybe something where we wait for tourism to happen before we start taxing. Does that work?
Maybe the governor needs to have a think about what the vote should be.
Yeah.
Put it to it.
Yeah, I'll basically it's just an open conversation right now, but I'll put something on the town board once something is decided.
Okay, let's go get some money.
Sounds good. Thank you, everyone. And I get out.
Okay. Yeah. So as you leave, everybody else sort of leaves behind you and gets back to what they do. Dobson sort of walks out with you, Click, and says, "Yes, I do think the majority of the villagers will come round. They're simple folk, you know. I think a little example of the wealth that you're offering them from this fund. I think that would probably, you know, help entice them around."
That's very sound advice, Dobson. Thank you.
Okay, what are you going to do, Alan?
Flamescar was never great.
I hate politics. Okay.
So what was the plan for today? What were we going to do?
Okay, so we wanted to do a bit of investigation, basically prepare for our attack or our way of solving the problem with those witches.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And the info I have so far is that these are hags, and they're in a hag convent. And they're water hags, just to be more specific. They're in those polluted caves, wherever there's water pollution, they thrive. And they're probably bad news, and it's better to be prepared. So actually, the idea was to go see Merlin first and see what he knows about them. But maybe you guys know already something about hags, so it will be interesting to see if who knows what.
Well, shall I do an Arcana roll?
Yeah, if you want to know, try and find out what you know about hags.
Graham, am I correct to think that it's either an Arcana or a Nature check to know anything about those creatures?
Yeah, it depends what you're trying to think about, really.
Okay.
Griff, you haven't really ever heard of hags before. You're not too sure what they are, really.
Well done, Bron.
Why don't you know a little bit more about hags? You know that there are a few different types. Some much more dangerous than others. You're not too sure what those types are, or really how to spot one. You guys not too sure.
Anybody else?
But I got like a crit.
You did. You rolled a very solid 21.
Unlike me.
All our knowledge.
No, don't know anything about hags.
Not a huge amount. You and Griff. Sort
Old
of,
ladies, aren't they?
yeah.
That's all I know.
Maybe. Yeah, but not a huge amount. You and Griff talk about. You've heard about them, but only really in kind of bedtime stories and stuff when you were younger.
Well, I reckon Merlin would know a bit about hags.
What about Mr. 3?
Yeah, Mr. 3. 3.
I would know nothing of these creatures. Are they dead? I do not think so.
They make things dead for sure. I mean, they're a source of undead creatures.
Indeed, then a source of undead creatures, you say?
Yeah, they're the reason why undead sharks have been attacking Bastion Bay. So
Then we must put pay to them immediately.
that's what we're looking into. Yeah.
I'm all for that.
One more thing I know about hags is that they do dark bargains. So they are very arrogant, but if you behave very respectfully and you treat them with the superiority that they feel they deserve, you might be actually able to do a deal. They would be willing, they would be open to do dealings with mortals. Not sure if that's anything of interest for us, but probably not, but just worth knowing that they do that. That's one thing I've heard, at least.
I think that's probably more than we're actually going to get. That's more information than we've ever got out of Merlin.
Really?
Maybe we skip Merlin and just get after the hags.
You want to go straight at them?
Or whatever, but I can tell you, we've never got that amount of information out of Merlin.
Really? Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, he's a wizard. He would know about magical stuff.
You would think.
And besides, look, well, one, Graham's had all night to prep for this, and two, it's good community outreach to go see your local OA wizard.
Yeah, let's go and see him.
If we go out there, all we've got to show for it is a couple of dead wolves, then,
My cup of tea.
and a cup of tea.
Dead cup of tea.
Don't.
Well, worst case, he will point us in the right direction, I think.
He might know something.
A cup of tea.
They ain't no cup of tea
Well,
like Merlin's
Merlin's
tea.
It
Yeah?
is pretty good.
Yeah.
It won't do any harm to go and see what he knows anyway, will it? And then we can decide from there, can't we?
Yes.
So
Also, number 3's never met Merlin.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Got to introduce our new folk.
Hope he likes tea.
Yes, of course. Who
Well, there you
doesn't?
go. You'll love it. I reckon we do that then.
Oh, wait. Where's Byron? He's not. There we go.
shrunk as well.
Who's on the? Somebody's on the fire. Bron, you okay?
Just don't let him near any horses.
So, shall we head to Merlin? Or anyone wants to do anything before we go?
No, I think we go see Merlin. Do we need anything from Dobson here first?
Let me see.
We do we?
We're okay. Let's get a move on.
I think we're all right for highly overpriced potions, aren't we?
Well, we might actually want to go buy something and just be like, look, we're contributing to the tax sort of thing.
All right,
That's
but
true.
can we do it quickly? Let's
Yeah.
Because I'm like super broke.
Yeah, I could buy a potion. How much were those potions again?
Let's go and
The
speak to
rates
Dobson.
are now.
So I walk up to Dobson.
Oh, yes, hello, Graven. Yes, did you enjoy the meeting?
I'm not really.
Put his case forward quite well.
Well, yeah, I'm not really a man for meetings. I'll go with the popular vote, really. I'm after a potion, one of your healing potions. If you've got one, please.
Yes, I've got. But who is your friend here? Hello, my name's Dobson. I don't think we've had the pleasure.
This is 3, or entry number 3, but we call him 3. 3. This is Dobson.
Nice to meet you. And he puts out a large, sort of orcish-sized hand to you.
3 extends his hand forward and shakes it firmly.
Oh, yes, nice, firm grip you've got there. Oh, yes, very good, very good.
Yeah, don't pull his arm off.
Oh, yes, health potions. I've got one somewhere.
What's the going rate these days?
Oh, the same old 50 gold pieces. It doesn't really fluctuate the health potions. I've got a good line.
Drive a hard bargain. Go on
Got a
then.
guy, got a guy. See a wink. There's Brandon, and out of the tent to the right, comes everybody apparently.
Okay, I'll take one of those potions, Dobson.
Comes
please.
Brandon, who
You have a twin.
comes out and says, "You could call it a twin." He says, "No, we're not related." And Brandon comes out and says, "Oh yes, here you go, Dobson. Yes, two health potions. You need them both."
I only need one.
I'll take the other one.
Okay.
Was it?
I'll hand over 50 gold pieces then.
Well, and what about the other 50?
I'll tell
He
him,
looks at
don't
you
forget to pay
expectantly.
your tax.
I give mine as well. I give my 50.
Quite. Oh, it doesn't sound like we're starting that quite yet, but I will.
Well, don't
will,
forget.
start keeping track.
Okay. Good man.
Thank you very much.
Stick that in my backpack and we should head off.
Yep. And by the way, Dobson, do you have potions that are health potions that are a bit more potent? Like,
I don't regularly keep them in stock, but I could certainly get my hands on them if you'd like. Yes, it's not a problem.
what do they usually cost?
Oh well, I'd have to. I'd like. Very often, I'd have to get your price. They'd do you quite a few more than the general run-of-the-mill health potion, of course.
Sure. Or if you can get me an idea of how much that would cost before you actually go through the trouble of getting one, just.
I don't know. Well, it would depend on how much more potent you want it.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't really know how these potions work, to be quite frank.
Well, they come in quite a lot of ranges, really. I tell you what, you probably find that the next step up in the old healing potion variety, what I think is commonly referred to as a greater healing potion, and he gives you a wink, and he says, that'll run you about 150, 200 gold pieces, somewhere like that, but I'm not too sure.
Oh, pricey.
It'll definitely give you a kick up the bum, though. Don't you worry about that.
How much more of a kick are we talking about?
Get you moving, get you grooving.
Like if a regular healing potion was, say, a 4, what would be a greater healing potion?
Well, I don't know. I don't often have cause for taking them myself. I just have to rely on what I've been told, and kick up the button is apparently what it feels like. Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll let you know if that's something I'm interested in. I just wanted to know for now.
Yes, please do. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Yes. Good.
All right, let's get out.
Let's go.
I have a question before we leave. How far will we be travelling to these hags?
Excellent question. How far is Merlin's tower?
Merlin's Tower is about half a day to the east.
Half a day.
I may
Although I'm
require
not sure that's quite the question.
I may require a few more rations before if we are travelling.
Long rations.
Well then.
And,
Thank you.
at that point, Dobson stands up and says, "Oh yes, well I can sort you out some rations. Got a nice range of beef going if you'd like some of that."
It seems my new friend here can provide for my needs.
Oh,
Good. Yes.
Actually, you know what, 3? In our vault, we have 2 rations available. You could take them.
Oh well, better to be safe than sorry. The body needs nourishment.
Yes. So I will. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind, everyone, is that we have a vault with a bunch of stuff in there, and we can always grab some stuff from there or deposit stuff.
Takes a bite of rations. Socialism. Wait, you can't have food. You can't have food with socialism. This is a lie.
Tasty socialism.
Okay, I've deducted the 2 rations from the vault, so you can add those to your inventory.
Creation of community funds. Gulag.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, so you head east out of Flamescar, explaining to 3 on the way. So it's it's only about half a day to Merlin's Tower. In fact, 3, you've probably got a fairly good idea of what it is. You've probably walked past it a few times before, but not quite. It's never really caught your eye. And you head east out of Flamescar and into the eastern woods. You head into the eastern woods. Oh, you're not going to be able to see anything, but I'm going to do that, and 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 then you can see again. There's no click. And you find yourselves in the eastern woods. Find yourselves.
Give the trees a feather.
Yeah.
Guys.
Watch out for the trees. They tend to lash out if you get a bit close.
Really?
Ah! Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah, I'll go near the front. I think it's a good idea.
I'll stay in the back, but I'm flying, but I'm not. I'm on low altitude.
All right. Any sign of anybody about?
No, it's a fairly nice day today. You see a few trees, which you give a wide eye to, but you don't hear or see anything particular.
All right. I'll make my way down the road, but kind of keeping towards the middle, staying away from the trees.
I'll
Okay.
keep pace with Graven as well. My longbow is drawn and ready.
Okay, I guess I'll take my staff out then if everybody's so stressful. Oh, we're losing one. Okay. Oh, there's 2 now.
my staff serves as my walking stick as well, so it's already in my hand.
Okay.
Actually, 3, were you always villager of Flamescar, or did you just come recently?
I have been around these parts for some while now. Then I went away, and now I have returned.
Because you saw one of my posters, didn't you?
I'm afraid to report it was something other than that. I saw the truth.
Oh well. One can only hope.
Man, this
Okay,
is
so you push
terrible.
through the trees. What?
We used Flamescar Analytica, and our targeted ads are doing nothing for us.
Yeah.
So you push through the trees for another half hour or so, and not before long, you find yourself exiting the trees and in front of a large 3-story tower, which you will describe to number 3 as Aeron Tower.
Here we are.
Here we are.
I will knock at the window. I mean the door. Old habits, sorry.
Yeah, bang on the door.
Knock, knock.
Okay, so you walk up to the front door and you knock on the door.
Yep. Bang, bang. Nobody home?
Any sign of him? Anyone in?
I laugh at Click's feeble knock, and I really bang on the door.
Okay.
You don't do it like
Bang on the
this.
door.
You do it like this.
Much louder.
Bang.
Burn, 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 burn.
I think
The door like visibly shakes and wobbles a little.
Braun, you are obviously the king of door knocking.
You haven't seen me with horses yet.
Yeah. I was going to say, door knocking and horse punching. It's his middle name.
That's horse with a H.
So, no Merlin?
I wonder is
Try
the
the door. I tried to open.
is the door locked?
You try to open the door. No, the door opens.
Oh, okay.
But Bron, as you open the door, you notice not into a room that you've seen before.
Ooh, that's weird.
Mm.
Any sort of magic potentially shifting the door to a different plane or domain?
No, it looks just like a regular room.
Just not one we've seen before.
And the shape of the room matches the outside walls.
It's kind of like a corridor leading sort of down into down into the what would be the middle of the tower.
Hmm.
So I'd like to do 2 checks here. I'd like to do a magic check. Do I detect like that this is anything magical?
Sure, roll an Arcana check.
I'll give you a spoiler, of course.
There does seem to be some sort of magical energy in the air, but you don't get any impression as to what specifically is going on.
And I'll ask my second question, which is, do I perceive that this might be a I'm not home, so it's a trap for anyone that might be trying to come into my house?
Roll an investigation check. No, you just a different room.
Now, I've encountered the burglar alarm before, haven't I?
So you walked into something that was out here before.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a force field around the tower, which you guys can sort of seem to pass through without any particular trouble now.
Okay.
You had a specific problem when you were carrying the dragon mirror.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't walk through with the dragon mirror.
Ah. Can we call out?
Well, actually, I was going to do an Arcana check and investigation as well.
Oh, go on then. Yeah, do that first then.
Exactly the same roll.
So you got even less of an idea in terms of magic than Ron. And again, it looks
more of a
like another
natural
room.
practitioner, isn't it?
So I'm at the door.
Yep.
I can see Bron is inside.
Mhm.
Nothing's happened to him. He's not fallen through the floor or anything strange.
No, just
It
a
just looks like he's in
regular
a
corridor.
regular
corridor.
corridor. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
I'll step inside the door as well then.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I'll call out, Merlin.
Okay. Are you all going in?
Yeah,
I'll
might as well.
follow them in.
Otherwise, you go get a cup of tea.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? Thing.
What could possibly go wrong?
Where is that map?
Famous last words.
Ah. Griff, I presume you're following not far
Oh,
behind.
yeah, but I was going to let them trigger any trap first.
How kind of you.
Yeah, it's
There's no traps.
that's a Byron's kind of thing.
I really hope you can't see all of this. You shouldn't be able to see all of this. Oh, where's 11 gone? Right, let's grab you and move you all to here. And you should only be able to see the corridor that you were in. If not, close your eyes immediately. Oh, number 3's over there.
I'm.
Blurry.
Can you see anything?
Yeah, I can see.
I
Yeah,
can
it's not-
see stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
we
see.
can see
Yeah, I can
rooms
see
and
lots
things.
of rooms.
Okay, yeah, we can
We'll
see
just
beyond.
close
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to. Why can you see? Oh, I know why. Because Graham's a moron.
Put lighting on.
Okay, let's try again.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Yay! Now you can only see dark.
Yes.
Okay. So you walk into the room. Bron walks down. You see a set of double doors down the bottom of the room.
I'll do my light spell.
Yes, please.
Graham,
It-
did
it
you
is
make
lit.
this in Excel?
No, I made this in the world's best tool. Anyway, shut up. And what are you up to?
Having a quick look around. Is
Yeah.
anything unusual about the floor? Any
What, could we get some light first?
Yeah.
stones that might?
Oh, is it not? So sorry, is it not lit? It should be lit for you. If it's not
Yeah,
lit
it's
for
lit.
you, tell me, and I'll give you sight.
It's not lit.
Because it means you're
It's
totally
not.
can't see. Okay, I shall just give
Go
the
on.
rest of you some sight. One day I'll learn how to use Roll20 properly.
Do I notice anything unusual about the floor, walls, ceiling?
No, the floor looks like regular sort of stone corridor.
I tap it with the end of my sword just in front of me. Just all seems pretty solid.
Yeah, it's just like tapping against the stone. Yeah, nothing
All right.
particular.
Okay. All right. I'll go with Bron to the doors at the end here. The window to the wall.
This is Dungeon Fantasy Studio. It's dead good.
Graham,
It is. I really like it. I
How-
wish I knew how to put it into Roll20 better though.
How high is the ceiling
you
here?
Free one, or you buy the one on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I did buy the one on Steam.
It's just an export. It actually gives you a Roll20 option.
I know, but then you have to do the dynamic lighting, which is apparently the best.
Oh, right, yes. I'm
Okay, so you
I'm
go
just
through
mean.
double doors,
I don't pay for that kind of stuff.
and into a a fairly large central room. It's kind of a large stone room, and you see multiple doors coming off of the corridor, the main room.
Okay.
Well-lit torches
This
are
is
mounted along the
clearly.
wall.
Can we detect if we've gone through some sort of portal or what?
Yeah. Okay. Is there like a shift?
You're not too sure. Well, that's it.
Is there like a shift in air pressure or something as we entered?
So, I mean, Byron and Bron, you're fairly sure that you haven't passed into anything particularly. In fact, yeah, no, probably not too much.
Okay. Let's investigate this room. See if there's Is there any? There's no doors here.
Yeah,
Drop
there's
down.
doors all down. You should be able to.
Yeah.
Who has?
Doors, these are doors.
Ah, they're doors.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are all doors.
Okay. Got it.
Hello.
Who cannot hear anyone? Who cannot hear me?
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Griff,
I
can you
can't
me?
hear you. No.
Griff, mate, it's you.
Is he gone?
Griff, mate, it's you. Not us. All right, so we'll wait for him.
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doors. So
Yeah, so you can see 3 down either side, and then obviously the large double doors at the end.
yeah,
What does the rest of the room look like? Is it just a plain stone room? Any markings? Anything on the walls?
No, so it's like surprisingly plain. It's kind of like a white roof, stone all around. Nothing, of particular interest. No real symbols or markings or anything like that.
And the doors, they look pretty normal, do they? Anything written on the doors?
Yeah, no, they look like normal doors.
All right.
so nobody's been here before?
No, I haven't.
It sounded like Byron knew about something like this.
I think Byron was just trying to work out why you weren't in the tower that he'd been to before.
Okay. Okay. I call out Merlin again, just in case, because I feel like we're trespassing now.
Go
Yes,
through
Alex?
this door.
Okay, so as you try and open the door, it doesn't move. And sorry, my Roll20's just fucked up. Hang on. Okay, so as you try the door, you go. It doesn't really move, and on the ceiling you see kind of a light appears across the top of the ceiling, and you sort of hear a kind of a knocking sound, and then you hear a what look out, we have guests, Archimedes. Ooh, what fun. Uninvited guests, but guests nonetheless. Woo! Welcome, friends, and it's quite clearly Merlin is now in the ceiling. You can see a vision of Merlin like in the ceiling, looking down and talking to you. And
He's just suddenly
he
got
says,
very Power Rangers.
welcome, friends, and thank you for stopping by. Unfortunately, I am either out or otherwise undisposed. But since you've let yourselves in anyway, why don't we have a little fun? I'm
Press
afraid I only
one
check
for-
these caverns once every now and then, but don't you worry, there is a way out. You'll just have to put your brains to it. Good luck, and please pop by anytime I'm home, but feel free to knock. And you hear a slight click behind you, and from sort of this direction.
A kind of click like it unlocking kind of click.
Yeah.
This one's been very tempting to me for a while now. But we're actually able to backtrack or not? Or is the door locked now behind us?
Which one?
The one we came from, the corridor.
Oh yeah, that's right. So as you turn around, you notice that those doors have mysteriously just turned into stone. And there are no double doors there anymore.
Oh, says click.
Okay, well, it sounded like this one was the one that unlocked.
I thought it was both. Or
Hang on. Why don't we do one all at the same time?
Great idea.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Except there's only 5 of us. And there's 6
All
doors.
right. Well, we're likely to get it right once, aren't we?
Okay, let's open them.
Although if there's something nasty behind each of them,
We'll get them all.
we get them all at once.
Come from 3, but do we go on 1 or do we go on go?
I call upon the judge
Let
of the
them there
damned.
decide.
I call upon the judge of the damned to allow me to hear more clearly, and I what's that noise? Listen again at the door.
So you're listening at this door. Yeah, you don't hear anything coming from behind the door.
Okay.
Can I hear anything at the door I'm stood by?
You can certainly try. Oh, you didn't add your... Presumably you were going to add a d4 to that perception roll. 3. Hello?
Sorry, yeah,
Hello?
I'm just sorry.
Oh,
just,
sorry.
Just in the.
I have a
music
habit
volume.
of cutting out.
There we go.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you still don't hear anything.
Okay, I'll do a perception as well. Woohoo.
So, click. Yeah, you don't hear anything particular coming from through your door. Byron, nope, you don't hear anything. And nor does Graven.
All right, I open my door. All right, try
Okay.
at least.
So, as you open your door, it opens, this time not locked.
Guys,
And you can see down a long corridor.
guys, I'm alive.
Okay,
door.
I'll open. Right, I'll say 1, 2, 3, go. Open doors. So 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, I
Okay.
at the same time.
Open my door.
I closed my door and reopened it.
All right. So the only other door that opens is the one that 11 is stood in front of. Or 3. Why do I keep calling you 11?
Excellent question.
Oh, this is strange.
I don't know. I
7
have never seen Stranger Things.
we
There
could
really is a
All right.
strange thing.
we could also call him from his acronym, which is ENT.
All right. So we got 2
Graham,
doors then.
Hello.
Guys, I have a very good feeling about my door.
The double doors don't open either, Bron.
I have a very good feeling about this one.
I'll just send a gust of. I'll blow a light gust of wind down the corridor, just to down this one, just to check it's really there.
The one on the left? To check if it's really there. All right. Yeah. Your gust of wind goes down the corridor. It definitely exists. You do notice, whoever's looking down both of the corridors, in fact, you notice that there are some sort of the pattern in the flooring has changed. It's now fairly grooved flooring. The grooves are about 1 inch up. It's about 1 inch long, followed by another 1 inch, a foot. Each. Can't speak. Each groove is about 1 foot long, 1 inch long, 1 foot long. Can't do imperial today.
Trimetric.
Followed by another 1 foot of stone. The walls are smooth without any apparent cracks. And in fact, so you sort of have a look down through both doors, presumably, and you can see the same thing down either corridor.
Okay. I try to see if there's any kind of trap or any kind of contraption on the floor, on the walls, on my end, on my side.
On where? Sorry.
On the corridor I'm in front of.
So sort of on this step here, or?
Yeah. Well, here and beyond.
Yeah, no, you don't really notice anything particular. Roll an investigation check and have a look.
All right.
Yeah, no, you don't really see anything particularly just inside the corridor. Just looks like another corridor, like the one you walked down before.
Okay.
But this one's obviously got the grooves down the walls.
So since Merlin said that we need to be a bit clever about this, I'm just trying to see if anything stands out as we go along. But shall we just proceed through one of the corridors, guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Are we okay to go east?
Yeah. Why not?
If that's where the tea is.
Yeah, let's go with smell.
Yeah.
Let's just all
What's
stick
worst
close
that
to
could
each other,
happen
though.
if we split up?
Yeah, don't do that.
Famous last words.
What's the worst that can happen?
Look what happened last time.
And can I just get a check here that if we go down this corridor, we're proceeding in very close single file?
Has anybody got a 10-foot pole?
Nope.
I have a staff. It's not 10 feet, but
I was just thinking we could have something to tap the floor in front of us as we go along. Checking that it's not going to trigger any.
Hang on,
Anything
we've
nasty.
got one of those. It's called Click. Hit. He can fly back up.
I don't know if I can fly in these tight corridors, but
Oh, well,
Okay, so something interesting about your fly speed. As long as you have the space in a cube, you can move. As long as you've got 5 foot above, you can fly up. You got 5 foot forwards, you can fly forwards.
Okay.
Apparently, that's how the mechanics of D&D 5e work.
You mean I can fly horizontally, basically?
Yes, as long as you have the speed to fly, you can fly.
Okay. And how high is the ceiling here?
About 10 foot high.
Okay. So I could actually be
It's not a large corridor.
I could be above the
Sorry?
others, basically, but it would probably not be.
Yes.
But they would probably get wings flapping on their face. Okay.
No, probably not, because you're about what, 6, 7 foot, so you don't have 5 foot up to fly.
Am I this tall?
Presumably, you're over 5 feet.
Yeah.
Like Mike.
I remember the aircraft
Alright,
being
sure.
not very tall, but anyway, I'm medium size, so we just assume, yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm not going to fly for now. I'm just going to walk straight. Let's just be careful and step forward. Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Are you all going like right behind each other? Is that?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Yeah, I think, is that a good idea, or should we leave a gap?
Well, I think if anything happens to one of us, the other can catch them. If
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we'll just go
Oh.
along.
Oh. Okay. Bron just shoved me to the side.
All right. So you need to do this a bit slower, because I can't keep up with you otherwise. Where's Graven just disappeared? Oh, I hate Roll20 sometimes. Graven, can you just move your character token?
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Yeah, you just move. Right. So hang on. Stop where you are. Is this how you are? You got space between you, right?
Yeah, we'll do it.
I think the idea was to stay closer, but yeah. Let's just stay close, like this.
Hang on. Stop moving.
Sorry.
Say. Well, at least at the front. The rest of you move to where you were going to be.
Okay. All in line.
We're gonna do it. No, not you. You were at the front. I will take your character permissions away from you again.
Mom.
Right, we're gonna do it. Okay, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do moving in turn order because you're annoying in it.
Turn this thing around. Do you want us to roll
So
initiative?
you are officially in initiative. Please roll.
All right. See what happens.
Initiative for the
Blame
sake
Alex.
of turn order, or is that just so you can move us into the list that you're on?
For the sake of turn order. Go Baron, go! Go Baron, go! Hey, what happened to the tunes?
Byron hasn't rolled.
Is he here?
Sorry.
No, you see.
Or is he?
I'm just gonna move your back.
I thought I heard him. Oh, moving backwards.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There he is.
Now we could just all move together now.
Right. Okay. So this is how we started. As a group, decide how you're going to move.
We stay in that order and we all move together. Is it okay?
It might be better with a gap between, just in case it triggers something that has an area.
So you can actually move back.
Spacing is always a good idea.
Okay, fine. So one space between each of us?
Seems like a good
so-
idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we can walk through our spots anyway, right? Graham, you want us to
Graham?
move into position or you want to do it yourself?
Sure. Yeah, no, you just move.
Okay.
No,
So
that's what we. That's how we got into the problem last time.
So no, it's Byron's
All right,
moving.
okay.
Yes, isn't it?
Okay, so like this and then...
We're doing it in turn order though, aren't we? Is
No, I can't be bothered with that anymore.
Oh, now he tells me. All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
we're
All
we'll
right.
make our
So
way along
actually,
here.
all just move like 30 feet in, and then we'll work out where you are, and then we'll just stop sort of there.
Okay, I think that we're almost there.
All right. Okay. So as you all move into, as Bron, as you take your next step forward,
You die.
you come down onto the stone tile, and it sinks below your feet. You hear a and out through the slits starts rolling these large cylindrical pieces of stone, and specifically out of all of these holes.
Ooh.
When you say rolling
And
out, I don't
rolling
get what you
out, and those of you that are stood in one of those places, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
mean.
Oops.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so you're both going to take this much damage. And presumably you were moving out of that space to not get crushed to death.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
sounds like a plan. Bron,
I
what did you
should
do?
stand in the way and take it like a man.
So we take 9 then? Is that what it is?
9 damage each, yep. And you now see that this whole corridor is basically a mass of these stones that seem to be rolling in and out of the corridor at irregular intervals.
3. What is your HP?
Yeah, minimal.
Would you have survived that? That's
Yeah.
okay. Good.
Dust.
Yeah.
Are these? So I can't quite visualize what's happening here. How are these stones rolling? Are they like?
So you see where the pink lines are, basically. Yeah. They're basically rolling across from side to side through the corridor.
Back and forth.
And
So kind of like a
that's right.
swinging blade, but it's not. It's a big bit of stone that's rolling across.
yeah, that's right.
All right. Are they rolling at regular intervals that we can predict, so we can make our way along the?
You
corridor?
can certainly try and perceive how they're rolling. You're currently catching your breath after having your foot fairly crushed by one of them.
So would this be an acrobatics check to
Surely
dodge
just
these
wait.
as we move along?
If you're going to try and dodge, sure, yeah.
Wow. I mean, okay. So the
Wait,
one that's
hang
rolling,
on.
the one that's rolling in front of me. If I
I
This one?
announced that
A
my
minute.
foot pushed.
Yeah, if I spend a minute just watching it, does it roll
Yeah.
back and forward regularly, or is it an irregular?
It does, seems to be fairly regular, yeah.
Okay, so I would know when to dodge it, so I can attempt to dodge it then, based on what I
Yeah,
just
you can
observed.
certainly try
Okay.
to roll an acrobatics
All right,
skill check, but with advantage as you've sat and sort of studied it.
all right. I think that's probably the way to do it then. So, okay, if I do that, then I can. What have we got? Well, that was good, wasn't it? 10.
Okay. So you sort of try and time it quite well, and you jump through when you think there's a gap. You just think you've cleared it as it catches you on the shoulder and pushes you into Click. He gets pushed towards the this room.
What?
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right.
Same as before, so I'm guessing I get hit again.
All right. You can. Yep. So yeah, you're gonna have to roll that with a. Yep. This time. Sort of getting out of questions as you push straight through towards Bron and try and push him out of the way into the
I was gonna
into
say
the path of the other.
a smart thing would have been
He
that
also needs to
we,
roll a dexterity saving throw.
whoever's at the front should go
Unfortunately,
first.
manages to just scrape through his spine perfectly.
Yeah, maybe we do this one at a time. First person in front does it first.
You think? Graham, I turn around to
Hello.
Click and say, what happens when you put your foot on that there pressure switch on the ground that I pushed and set all of this off?
Let's try. Click, 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 click. Anything happens?
So the thing is already quite well depressed. It's pretty depressed. and it doesn't really do anything when you put your foot on top of it.
Merlin has a sense of humor,
I'm going to have words
Try
with
and
him.
pull the switch upwards, click.
huh? Yeah, tried. Didn't work. I'm at less than half hit points, by the way.
Yeah, so you try and put your feathery wing hand things in, and can't get your fat claw fingers in down the side, and can't pull it up.
Okay. Let me look into this disk, just trying to see if there's any way to jam the thing. Does it look like, is it really fast and heavy, and anything I put in there to jam it would break?
So
or?
it's pretty heavy. Yeah, it's got to be a good 3 or 4 feet across. But you could certainly try and jam it with something.
So it's actually not going all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah, so it rolls basically across the entire piece of the corridor, and then kind of like disappears, and then after an interval comes back again.
But is there a bit of a gap above? Could I jump above it?
Above, no, you couldn't jump over it. It takes up the entire corridor.
Okay. Okay, I try to see if there's any kind of other switch and tell the guys to do the same. Like, see if there's any kind of other hidden switch that would stop this thing.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
When we get to the end of the corridor, there is a hidden switch to stop it.
Man, I wish I had something like Misty Step right now.
I again call for the assistance of the Lord of the Dead.
So as you look down the corridor and you kind of like try and peer through as all the boulders are. It's really difficult to see down all the way to the bottom of the corridor. But Bron, you can just about make out that down the bottom of the corridor there is what seems to be another door.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Nice.
I'm gonna ask if I choose to do like a dash action. Will I have to make a check at each stone rolling thing, or will I be going so quick if I time it right, I can pass through, let's say, 3 at once under one acrobatics roll?
No, but you will be charging a bit quicker, so you could roll your acrobatics checks at advantage.
It was okay. Yes, fine.
Another question on my end. Can I, if I go really, really close to that disc, is there enough space for another person between these two discs?
No, so they're only 5-foot gaps, so you couldn't stop on a space that somebody else is in.
Okay. Just because, since it looks like it's a bit more.
I could Misty Step to where Alpha is, but I'm not going to until the space is vacated.
That's why I asked. Yeah.
Actually, hang on. If Byron can just do Misty Step, should we use him for this one?
It's only 30 feet, so I've got 2. So I could get to the. I could clear it quite easily, but unfortunately, there's somebody in the way.
Well, I could fly up and leave you, and you could Misty Step below me, and I would just stay above since it's high enough for me to be.
Graham, I called back to entry number 3. 3, can you open the door back to the main room?
Is it closed?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. No.
Damn it.
Then I try and open it.
And it does not move.
Damn it. Okay, so does that work, Graham, if I fly to the ceiling of where I am so that Byron can Misty Step below me and then Misty Step again further away?
Sure. Yeah, I think so. I think that's technically how the rules work.
Then I shall do that. Feel free to Misty Step.
What about the extra pirouette I can do as well?
That's a dash, right?
No, I'm thinking something else. Let me just pull that up.
I feel like I should remind you of something.
Byron, you mean, or?
Byron, what are you wearing?
But just wizard's kind of garbs, and I've also got the shoes
Oh,
as well.
got those shoes, haven't you?
Well, could I
You're not
click my
wearing anything
heels?
else.
I've got a cloak as well. I can go into the ethereal plane,
Oh,
That would do
but
it,
I
wouldn't
can't
it?
travel. I don't think I can travel in the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah, it does say you can't move.
you can only. Okay. Yeah, then that's not going to do it. All right, I'm flying to the ceiling.
Okay.
Can I just with with this one? Can I actually get an extra 10 feet out of the misty step?
No, but you can certainly fly 10 feet. Try and fly past one.
No.
But it's going to be quite difficult to judge the timing of the boulder from.
Yeah, so that's
immediately
that's
after
just
your
going to
misty
be a
step.
straight. That's just going to be a straight dex check then. Okay. All right, I'll do that. I'll do the misty step to where Cliff is.
Okay, I'll move out of the way. Oh, this is very weird. Right? Oops.
And
So you're still gonna have to go through one of those.
I think I'd rather. Yeah, okay. I'll misty step to. That's 2 spells, and then I'll do the dex check.
Okay, so you go just disappear through 6 of these stones, and then as you come out 60 foot down, you like fly straight past one of the other boulders,
Oh, I can just
rolling your
do that.
acrobatics check. Well, you need to roll your acrobatics check to see if it catches you or not, but you can certainly try.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, so you do. You manage to just make it straight past the other boulder. At this
Nice.
point, you notice there isn't one immediately, but it seems to be more of a gap between the one behind you and the one in front of you.
Okay, so there's move up there. I'll make another acrobatics check.
Okay. Yeah, it made it straight through again.
Yeah, and I'll misty step this one. Let me just check. Yeah, I've actually got 3 level 2 spells, and I can also use. I could cast a 4th one if I needed to.
A third one.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And then open the door.
Okay, so as you open the door, you find yourself in times of trouble. You find yourself back in the main main room, looking at the back of 3 down the corridor.
Oh,
And the rest of you hear the stone circles kind of like, and they all disappear and don't come back.
thank goodness. I rush back into the big room.
Yeah.
And
So you still can't get through the door.
oh, sorry,
At the back here.
sorry.
Oh.
Watch for that
I'll go and open
switch,
that
by the
door.
way. Watch for that switch.
I'll open up that door. Can I open up the door?
No, that door still seems to be fairly locked.
Okay, so we still have to go through, but at least the mechanism is done. So we just need. But watch for the switch that activates all that
Yeah.
trap stuff.
Okay, so you guys walk down the corridor much more carefully. As you walk towards the door, you notice Byron seems to be getting closer and closer. And before you know it, you asked,
You cut out, Graham. We're what?
So we're back in the main room again.
you are currently.
Well, that's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa. Ah, I see. Okay, got it. So it's a loop. Weird.
Yeah.
All right, I need a short rest.
Yeah.
If we get out of this, I'm punching that fucking Archimedes in its face.
You're moving on to owls now.
Yes, I am.
Can we take a short rest? So I
Sort
can...
of wizard.
Yeah, I agree.
I walk down to this next door.
Just
And
I need to heal. So either a short rest or if anybody has a spell.
Yeah, we could have a short rest, couldn't we?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I need to remember the hit dice rules.
Right, so 3. As you open that door, you notice it's fairly firmly locked. But you guys all do hear a small click from over in this area.
Which area?
There's one car.
Okay, that's gonna be another loop.
I'm gonna have a short rest. Using my hit dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna use. Okay. So it's.
I'm just going to pop to the loo while you're doing this. Back a sec.
Okay.
me too then.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, me too. I'll get some water.
Oh, they're stacking up behind the door.
Yep. Everybody else is gone. Get drinks or toilet break.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same then. I need a drink. My throat's going to die in a minute. Bye.
And I'm back.
I am also back.
Dome arigato, Mr. Romato.
Japanese.
Hey, Graham.
Hello.
Hello.
Why is it awkward?
Are we all here?
Who's
Maybe.
Potato?
Yep.
Okay, who's not here?
Potato is one of the new guys.
Oh.
I don't know why it was awkward
that's-
though.
Is that Marlon who was logged in here a minute ago?
Oh, was
Or a
he?
while ago? Well, it was showing up
Ah,
down the bottom there.
I see. It probably was, yeah.
There we go. Another fighter.
Is it really?
Because we haven't got enough of those.
Nope.
We don't. Rule number 1 of Fight Club is get more people for Fight Club. Yeah, go for it.
Pen stopped working now.
Are we waiting for 3? Is that what's going on?
I'm back. Sorry.
There we go.
Is everybody else here? Griff?
I am here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Everybody is here.
Yep.
I think Alp was here.
I'm here.
Yay!
Hurrah. Open
Open the door.
Open the door. Open the door.
You see another long corridor.
Ah,
This time, at the end of the corridor, you see what seems to be some sort of fountain.
check the floor.
Mm-hmm. And there's a weird line thing
This
here.
floor has this corridor has the same. That's a door that doesn't exist. It might just be a break in the map. Ignore that.
Okay.
But the floor looks very similar to the one in the main room.
Okay. Looking at the flagstones, any of them look as though they might move if you stepped on them, for instance?
Roll up investigation, perception.
Perception. Yes.
I will.
10.
Ooh.
Hey, that's better.
So everybody has a peer down the and you can't see anything that looks particularly trap-like. There's no loose-looking cobblestones or gaps in the
Okay.
walls.
Anything on the ceiling?
Nope, nothing. It just looks like a regular stone corridor.
All right.
Excuse me.
Should I go first?
Whoever's got the most HP.
That's either me or Bron. It's probably Bron, actually, but I can go first. I got a high armor class.
All right.
Stone
Um,
wheels don't care about your armor.
Before you proceed down, I again call on the Kelvermore to provide you any assistance he can.
Ah, thank you. Excellent. Just in case. All right, I'll start making my way down the corridor carefully.
Me as well.
Okay. Yep. You can head down nice and careful. So you like walk. You got your sword out, checking the stones as you walk through for any, odd sounds down the wall, or but you just
Alright.
hear the regular dunk, dunk, dunk of
Nah.
stone.
I sense this is a corner here and here. Yeah? Coming up?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so as I approach the corner, I want to kind of keep behind
Shazam!
it,
No.
just in case there's anything around the corner. And kind
Okay.
of have a sneaky look around the corner, just check there's nothing there.
Okay. So yeah, you can see that it just opens up into a larger room with the fountain in the middle, and you can
Alright.
see there's a few corridors leading off of the main center area.
Okay, I'll step into the room to here and have a look around.
Okay. So as presumably everybody's heading down as well.
Mm-hmm.
I check to see if the door's closed behind me.
The door has indeed closed behind you.
Ah,
The only way
You're gonna
seems
have
to be
start moving
forward.
things to jam the doors.
yeah, that's a good idea. We should have pinned it open with some spikes.
Okay, so as you all head down, you walk around. There's the fountain. You can see quite far down these corridors that lead off, and you can see what seem to be people wandering around down each of the corridors.
Other
Can I?
people.
I can't see anything from here. It stops here for me.
Yeah, you notice you say it's an imaginary thing in your mind. But
Oh,
you
I
can
see.
definitely see
Okay.
down those quite far down those corridors.
People
and there are
wandering about.
people sort of moving around. Yeah.
What kind of people?
They look like sort of fairly tall human people. There's one kind of blue, airy-looking fella. There seems to be some sort. You start to get the impression that actually you might be looking at yourselves, and you get a bit confused.
Okay. I wave at myself, and then I'll have a look at this.
Yep. So as you wave, you see the person waves back.
Right. Cool.
And Bron and Click and Graven, you notice that at the bottom of this sort of not fairly deep fountain or well area is a sort of selection of kind of swords and bric-a-brac, magical looking items, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm not putting my hand in there.
Nope. It's a trap. When you say the reflection, I mean the other people wave back. Do they do it? It's like a mirror reflection, or it's really like you wave and then they see you and they wave back.
No, it's like like when you wave, they wave.
So like a mirror.
So I'm guessing
Yeah,
if we were
but quite far away down the corridor.
Okay.
if we were to walk down one of these corridors, we'd probably come through the other one, or the other side.
I think that would be a fairly good assumption, fairly clever assumption for a fighter there.
Try.
Well, try it. No, thank you. But this is the interesting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there any markings on the well around the side of it, or anything like that? Anything unusual about
No,
it?
the well seems to, looks fairly plain, fairly unassuming. The stuff at the bottom seems to catch your eye. There's some, like I say, there's a sort of a selection of swords,
How far-
a few kind of helmets.
Are they within
only
reach? Or
Yeah,
is it
yeah, you
quite
could
far
definitely reach in and grab one. No, you could reach in and grab one, no problem.
I'm really not
Not
sure.
too
that's a
deep,
good
probably
idea.
3 feet or so, and you can see the bottom of the pool. Not very
Wow.
deep. Water looks quite clear.
Anybody has mage hands?
Pro tip: let's just think that grabbing some weapons from the fountain in the middle of a dungeon might just activate like a trap.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
particularly in a wizard's one there.
Or maybe throwing a weapon in there does it, which is why there's some weapons in there already.
What do I see over here? Is there a door over here?
You see everything that I just described to Graven.
So mirrors.
Yeah.
So basically, as you look down the corridor, you can see quite far. But you can see at the end there seem to be a set of people. Seem to be mimicking the same sort of behaviour as yourselves.
Have we got any rope and a
Reflecting.
hole? We could kind of fish one of these things
I've
out.
got an adventuring pack, so open it.
Well, you haven't got mage hand, have you? Or anything like that?
No, I've got my gust of wind. That's all I've got.
It's true that it could be that we have to put something in it rather than take something out of it.
Well, I've got a couple of spare short swords. So maybe I poke one of those into the well and kind of try and touch some of the things down the bottom with it, without actually sticking my hand in. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
You could do that? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll use one of my short swords, of which I have 2.
What's that,
Okay.
Graven? It wants your +1 longsword.
No, it's not getting my +1 longsword. It's getting my cheap rusty short sword. I'll try and see if I can poke any of those objects that are in the bottom of the well with it.
Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, they seem to be, they are real objects. There's you kind of push them around with the tip of your sword.
Does anything
Some
happen
of
to
them
the
are rusted.
sword?
No,
I
the
take the
sword
sword
is fine. Your hand is fine. Everything, it's just you don't perceive anything else but a pool full of stuff.
Maybe.
Has anybody got any rope?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I have rope, but I was wondering if what would happen if you just dropped your sword in it. Like if it's expecting an offering, you have to really do the offering.
All right, yeah, I'll drop my short sword in there.
Okay. As you drop your short sword in, you see that the corridors immediately get shrink to the size that they are on the map, and you hear a slight click from up the corridor.
Nice.
Click in which direction?
The bottom. South.
This one. South.
The way you came in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that one. Ah. Oh, that's probably unlocked another door then.
Okay.
Maybe.
So,
All right.
I guess that was it.
We'll head back that way then.
Are you going to leave your short sword there?
Yeah. Well, that's a good question.
Try and fuck with it. Hang on, Graham. I hold the door, rigidly open, and I give Graven the signal.
I'll reach in and grab my short sword again.
Okay. As you pull out your short sword, Click and Bron seem to get pulled immediately straight back into the room by some sort of force that they've never felt before, and the door slams shut behind them. And you see that the water in the pool starts rising immediately.
Damn it. We had figured it out. We were going out of this
Trickling over
room.
the edge and down
Okay.
the side of your feet.
All right. Can I put my short sword back in again?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you
back in?
put short sword back in. You notice that the water stops coming out of the well, and the door clicks open again.
Right. I'll
Okay.
leave that there then.
Graven, wait. So I stand back outside. Graven, I ask you to see if there's anything actually worth having in the pool.
All right. I peer over the side of the well and have a look. What
Okay,
is
so
there at the bottom there?
you actually have a look at the stuff this time rather than trying to see if you can get around. Roll an investigation check. There's quite a few bits of stuff in the bottom.
Particularly bad at this. So,
So
do
you're
I get my guidance still? Is that for a?
Yeah, that's up to a minute. Yeah, it's
Up to a minute,
good
yeah.
for a minute.
All right. So I have to add a D4 to that. So 7 plus. Well, that's still pretty bad. 8.
Okay, yeah, so you don't see a huge amount. You do see a particularly shiny sword down the bottom of the well. Just sort of just catches your eye.
Right, Graham.
Hello.
Okay, I have a theory, and I'd like to test that theory. Apologies all if we drown.
Get ready to chuck your sword back in there.
So
Well-
you want to see if you can trade.
Exactly what I'm gonna try and do. So, Graham, what sort of sword is it? The shiny one at the bottom? Is it a longsword?
I don't know if Graven has really seen that.
Yeah, I'm standing
Under the
next.
pile of swords.
Would I recognise it as a
Alright.
longsword, considering I fight with a longsword already?
So you've seen something shiny at the bottom under a pile of swords. Sorry, I don't know how I made that too clear. And Bron, you can roll an investigation check, see if you can see what it is.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. So you have a little look through as well, and you can see that it's actually it is a sword. Yeah, and it does seem to be some sort of like just a short sword item.
I'm going to reach and try and not take it fully out of the well.
Okay.
You want me to roll anything for that?
No, if you haven't taken it out of the well.
So what is it then? Now I've got it in my hand and I'm looking.
So yeah, it is. There seems to be a fairly shiny short sword with a kind of a few jewels on the hilt.
So I'm going to take my longsword. Wait, hang on. I'm going to take my longsword and I'm going to remove the short sword from it, whilst putting the longsword into the well.
Okay.
In style.
All right. Yes. Yep. And you do so, and the well doesn't float out. You put your longsword in, and you take out a fairly shiny short sword.
Right, back to the main room.
Cool.
Looking rather pleased as I kind of strut back into the main room.
Your shiny short sword. Yeah.
Encrusted. Bling bling.
All right. So you will
Try
head
and
back
like
into the main room?
nickel and dime it, like put in like a lantern or something. But I thought I was not gonna risk drowning for the sake of
Mm.
a scabby longsword.
Okay. So are you currently inspecting your short sword, or have you put it away?
I'm very proud of this.
You're looking at. You haven't put it away. You're like looking at. Hello.
I didn't hear him.
Me neither.
Hello.
Yes, he says yes.
Yes. All right. Okay. So as you sort of turning it around in your hand and looking at it, it seems shinier than any normal short sword that you've seen before. He's gone. I can't. There's no point doing this if he's not here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. I could
Great.
always hear you, but you couldn't hear me.
Ah.
You were
I can
saying
hear
it
you.
looked
Great.
tinier.
Yeah, so it's a lot shinier than you're used to. And as you sort of turn it around, you see that it's got a couple of stones, kind of on the hilt. You know, the bit that sticks out the hilt. There's probably a name for it. I can't remember. And then on the handle of the sword, there was kind of like a large stone. And as you look at it, it kind of almost morphs into a pair of eyes and a mouth. And it goes, "Oh, I've been stuck in that wolf for ages."
Nice.
Oh God.
Sentient.
And what'll your name be then?
Name is Bron.
Bron, what a lovely name, Bron. What a lovely name.
So,
My name's Drummond. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Drummond, actually, this is really useful. Can you tell us much about who your previous owner was?
Aye, it was a king, you see. No, just with you. I don't want to just with you too early. We've just to be friends. I've had many an owner, you see, but my last one, it was but this brutish ogre who used to take me around and clunk people on the head with him. I told him over and over to do it, but he just kept on doing it. What times we had! What times we had!
No, but yes, thank you, Drummond. But I would like to ask specifically how you ended up in the well that from.
Well, he put me in the well, of course. I think it had something to do with the rising at the time. It was up around his midriff by the time he'd worked out that he needed to put something in it. He was quite clever for an ogre mind.
So, Drummond, do you know anyone called Merlin?
No, I don't know
Or did
anyone
your
called
previous
Merlin.
owner? This old
He didn't know
ogre.
no one. He just used to kill and slash. It was quite a boring life, to be honest.
Would I be correct in saying this ogre fellow decided to smash his way into this house once upon a time?
Aye, we were out walking like we used to do, just through the forests, and we came across this quite large-looking tower, I suppose you could call it, and he used me. He pried that door right open, he did. I don't think he needed to, mind. It didn't look to be too locked. But he pried it open, and we came roaring down here, and I tell you what, you see those dents right down my side? God, he tried to use me to chink away at those blooming stone circles, but I wouldn't let him. No, I wouldn't. I said, you're not going to... suppose, and that's final.
Interesting. So, Drummond, can you tell us where you sort of originated from before you got to this tower?
Oh, I don't know. I've been in that so long, you see, and I don't know much about what I was doing before. It's so kind of rusted away in my brain.
Well, no, that's great. Thanks, Drummond. I'm sure I'll have more questions maybe out of... when we get out of here to ask you, sort of probably for the sake of sanity of everyone else.
Aye. We've got many a year to... Bron. Yes,
actually-
of course.
I ask Drummond, are you happy with accepting me as your owner, or would you like to be put back in the well?
Oh no, well, I think we have to to establish some ground rules now. I'm happy to come along with you in your adventurous mind, but I don't think you'll be owning me. You got that clear, Sonny?
Yes, that makes perfectly good sense. Thank you.
Aye. I'm sure we can come to some sort of mutual beneficial agreement, you know. The kind of sort to host. I've got
Can
a
I
long
just-
line of history. It's my... Well, I think I do. I'm not too sure, but I'm sure I do.
Like, look at Graven and just see whether he thinks I've absolutely lost my fucking shit, or whether he's
You can
actually
all hear
hearing
the
this.
sword. The sword is actually
Okay,
talking.
good.
It's out loud.
Not talking to
It
himself.
has come to life.
We've been like watching him talk to himself for
Yeah,
10
talking to his
10
sword.
minutes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I could have been under some sort of spell or something from the lake. Sweet. Okay then. So
Yeah, cool. You got a magic
Right.
sword.
can I sort of inquire about the magic required for? I mean, is this like someone's previous sentience or consciousness that got trapped in the sword, or is it just an enchantment, or what do I know?
You're asking. Sorry, you're asking the DM. Yeah, you can roll an Arcana.
I'm also
Swords
kind of
and
asking the
magical ones?
sword as well. 7.
So you've never encountered any talking sword. This definitely seems like a new experience. And the sword has kind of made it clear that he thinks that there is, nothing entirely wrong with the fact that he is talking to you, and seems to be very much under the impression that he's from a long line of talking swords.
Fancy.
Right.
Okay.
Should we check the other doors then? I bet that sword's going to make a racket when we're trying to sneak up on something.
So what are the?
That out loud,
Have we heard
Granny.
any more clicks?
Yeah. So you, as you came back out the door, you did hear. In fact, Click heard the click of this door. Go Click.
All
Let's
right.
open that one. Let's see what we can see.
So this opens up into a much larger corridor than than the other ones. This time you see it's kind of a small. The stone changes color. It's now quite a white tiled based stone, and you see in the middle there's a large pool of kind of green liquid in the middle of the room, and hanging from the middle of the room above the pool is what seems to be a rope.
Hanging. Is it tied to something?
Hanging, yeah. It's hanging from the ceiling, like coming through the ceiling.
Okay, so it's like it's suspended down. It's like it's a standard rope. It's not a coil as you've shown on the.
No, the coil is representative for the strand of rope that is coming out of the ceiling.
Okay,
Kind of like a rope swing. It looks like you could
grab it and swing. Yeah, and I guess that we can't actually reach it, can we?
So it's about 15 foot.
Okay.
Yeah, about probably 15 foot.
In which
15
case,
foot-ish.
I can reach it.
well, no, hang on.
You want to miss the step? Is that what it is?
I will use my gust
Ah.
and try and blow it away, so it then swings back as a pendulum.
Okay. So as you blow your gust of wind, you do see it sort of flap around, but it doesn't. As it sort of the gust of wind just kind of blows past, and you sort of see it flap, but it doesn't really have too much weight to the rope, so it doesn't swing. There's no kind of counterweight at the bottom that would make it pendulum back.
Could Click just fly across over there? Is this in a pit, this liquid, or is it just level with the floor?
It is level with the floor. Click could definitely fly over. Yep.
I actually wonder if
I'll just drop something in just to confirm it's acid or something that will dissolve them.
yeah,
What are you going to drop in?
some stones.
So,
Top a piece, do it. Yeah.
I'll tear a little bit of cloth off
Okay, yeah. So you tear a bit of cloth off your hairdresser and throw it into the
Half a
into the
band.
pool, and it does sort of like fizzle and disappear
Okay.
as it goes through there, and you do get a distinct impression that it is some sort of acidic material.
Liquid bad. But this area is safe, right?
Well, it seems to be the same white tile that Byron and Graven have stood on this side of
Okay.
the pool.
Can I do a perception check just to see if I notice anything strange, any kind of traps?
Sure. You don't notice anything. You obviously see that the pool looks quite deep. The rope's coming out. It looks like it's almost intended to, be to help people across the pool.
Okay.
But other than that, you don't see anything else. You don't really perceive anything else going on.
Okay. Okay, so should I just go get that rope for you guys?
You could just fly across the pool
Yeah, but I mean, you guys still
to
need a
this
rope.
other side. I know, but so far, what's happened as we get to the other side, we open this door and it does something back in this room.
Okay.
That's what's happened so far. So
Okay.
I'm wondering if you went over there, open that door, whether we would hear a click back in this room we've just been in again.
Okay, let's see. 3, can I get a bit of guidance? 3.
You may, sorry. I mean, my browser just crashed.
It happens. Don't
All right.
worry.
It's the best of us. Can we just assume you gave me that? Okay, thank you.
Yes,
All right, I'm going to fly across, but very carefully.
Okay.
And I'm here. I'm not going to land yet. I'm just going to go to the door. That's the door, right? And just try and open it.
It is. Yep. You do open it, and as soon as you open it, straight through and come push out on the other side.
It pushed me back? Or I just appeared?
It whipped you through the door, and then you ended up coming out of this door, which
Okay.
immediately snapped closed behind you.
Ta-da! I say to everyone.
That's weird.
Is there another click?
Yeah, it just come through the door.
Is there another click?
There does only seem to be one click. He stood next to you.
No, I mean, is there another
Click
of
sound.
the door unlocking?
No.
So it might be that we need to do the rope trick for this to work.
We might all have to be in the room. I've noticed that. If you notice, we weren't dragged into that room and the door wasn't shut. Perhaps we all.
Could you tie something to the bottom of the rope just so it swings?
Or
I could just bring it to you.
fly over there. Yeah, I was going to say, will it reach if you got the end of the rope and flew back to this edge here? Would it reach? Is it long enough to reach there?
You get the impression it's probably not quite long enough to just about reach.
Or fly over and just pull it, give it a bit of a pull. See if that does anything.
Yeah, I mean, I can bring it all the way here and then let it go, and it'll just come back on a
we
straight
could
line.
Tie some, if it's not long enough, we could tie some extra rope to it and just kind of use it as swing. Maybe even actually tie something so that people can put their feet in it.
I think that it would touch the floor if you were to grab onto the rope that's longer than it is now. And then you're going to hit the floor on your way on the arc.
Yeah. I've also got a levitate spell, so I mean, we could.
I mean,
somebody up and then push
okay,
them out.
so if you have levitate, we could potentially carry everyone together.
No, it only works on one person.
No, I mean, while you're flying and while I'm flying, we carry the others across.
No, it's not. I don't think. Let me just bring it up.
I mean, it depends on our strength what we can lift with.
One creature or object.
I don't mean that you make others fly. I mean that you carry people with me.
Oh, target weighs up to 50 pounds. Seems to. I'm would interpret that that's only one person.
Yeah. How many times can you cast this spell?
It's a natural ability. I can only do it once.
I see. Can I actually carry people across?
Can you carry people and fly? I feel like we've asked this question before.
Yeah,
I
it's
think you can.
it's just a matter of my strength. As long as it's within my carrying capacity, then it's fine. But I'm just wondering with the type of shape of the room and etc. whether it's okay to do it.
Yep.
Or
Yeah, you can carry. If you can carry people whilst walking, you can carry them while flying.
okay. So let's try that. Who wants to go first?
I think we should all enter the room, and then you should open the door again and see whether.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. So we're all in. Is the door closing behind us?
Yes. So the door. Now you're all in the room. The door. You've opened the door on the other end, and you can see out into the main room.
Okay.
It hasn't whipped you through and snapped closed this time.
Okay. All right. I guess we just need to exit now, so I can help some of you. But if some of you are good with acrobatics, then you could just try to rope as well.
I think just swing over using the rope. Just
Yeah.
maybe get a foothold on it.
Okay. I'll just lift the rope with me and then just make it swing to them.
But
So,
let's also just double check that we can take our weight.
yeah, I can pull the rope a bit strong just to make sure it's tied well.
I will grant guidance on each person before they go, but obviously it'll have to be one at a time
You
because
can
I'll
only.
have to go
Yeah,
last.
sorry. Okay, so what are you doing?
I just checked that the rope is tied very well, so I pull on the rope to make sure it's not loose on the ceiling.
Okay, so as you pull on the rope, it does extend slightly. You want to keep pulling on the rope, or?
Okay, maybe that's a trap. You know what? Let's just play it safe. The door's open. Let me just fly you guys, one by one. Okay?
Well, if you pull the rope, what happens when you get to the end of it?
I tell you what, let's get
Because
like
that might be what
close-
opens, what clicks the door. You see, that might be what makes the other door open.
Well,
Pulling the rope.
if we all go through to the other side and the door has not opened, we can explore that possibility.
All right.
So Click's seen that this door here is open back into the main
Yes.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who comes with me first?
It's fine.
All right. I take Bron. Go across.
Or Graham, if anything.
Whoever.
Roll anything.
No, he's carrying you.
Okay. Then I go get.
I should fly everywhere.
I'll get Byron. You're up for it.
I'll use my levitate spell, and you push me, and I'll go last.
All right.
All right. You can carry me over then, if you like.
Okay. Oh, that's heavy armor. Okay.
Yeah.
Says Graven as he's being carried by.
And then 3. But you guys may need to make some room, so.
Uh,
I mean, you could go out the door.
Yeah, just go out the
Doesn't seem to be
door.
anything stopping you.
Yeah.
um,
And then I take 3. Okay, Byron. I need to push you, is what you said? Or-
Yeah, I'll cast my levitate spell,
Okay.
and then I can only move up and down, so I'm weightless, but I need to be.
Okay. I'll carry you like a balloon. Okay. Are we good?
Did you carry Baron over? Did you levitate?
Yeah, I just
Yeah, I levitated.
I held his hand and
Cool.
pulled him.
I can't see Graven on my screen again, so if you could move your character token, that'd be. But other than that, yeah, you're all through. None of you managed to fall a pit of acid, and you're back in the main room.
Did we hear any click? Any doors?
You did not hear any clicks.
See, I reckon we need to pull the rope for it to go.
You do, however, see. So this door is now sort of seems to be closed.
Yeah.
But over the double doors at the end, you see there are now some words over the door that you hadn't seen before.
What do they say?
They say the word is Cthulhu.
Uh-oh.
Cthulhu. Uh-oh.
How do you spell that?
CHT.
CTHULHU.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Awesome.
Cthulhu. There you go.
We totally Beetlejuiced the shit out of Cthulhu right now. If he doesn't turn up, we'll be annoyed.
Cthulhu.
The great old one.
But the
And
door's
as you
still-
sort of approach the door, the door sort of comes to life and yawns. Does. Oh yes, hello.
Hello.
People don't normally make it this far. Well, good evening, yes, hello.
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 And in front of you seems to be a fairly animated door. It seems to be, mouth, eyes, all that sort of facial jazz.
Okay.
All right. We're trying to open these doors. Well, your door.
Well,
You.
yes, quite, aren't we all? Yes.
What's got any advice?
Well, have you tried cooking it? No, I mean, don't mess my mouth. That's what.
Well, we could say. I mean, we could try passwords on it, couldn't we?
Have you tried
Yod Sasar?
Would you mind opening, please?
No, I think I'll have to. Stay closed for now, thank you.
What would it take to have you open?
Well, I don't know. We don't normally get this far.
I'll say Cthulhu out loud. Does that make any difference?
Yeah, not.
No.
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 Now, I guess the door is locked, presumably. I can't just push it open.
You try the handle, but it seems to be fairly stuck in the door. The tickles. Stop, please.
I'll go over to this door and try it, see if it opens.
No, that seems to be pretty firmly locked.
I say Cthulhu at this door.
You get a very wooden response.
Door, do you have a name?
Oh yes, I suppose. I don't know, maybe Door. I think Door is my name. Yes. What about you? What's your name?
Well, I'm Click.
Oh, nice to meet you, Click.
Nice to meet you as well. How long have you been down here?
Oh, I don't really know. I get to chat to some nice people like you. Yes.
You're an acquaintance of Merlin, I assume?
Oh yes. We go back a long way. Yes. I used to be his bedroom door quite not long ago. But he used to get fed up with me. Talking to him whilst. Let's not go there.
Don't you look at me! Graham, can we try
So I think
pulling the door?
you can try pulling the door. And again, stop, please. That tickles.
Hang on, what appendage of the door are we pulling when we pull its knob?
Presumably the handle. It does have handles rather than
Okay.
circular doors.
Handle.
Trying to
Door
avoid saying the
opening
word
instruments.
knob there, are you, Graham?
Door opening instruments of a spherical type.
So not knockers then. We weren't pulling it by the knockers. We weren't pulling it by the knob. It had a handle.
It doesn't have noise-based announcement features.
Knockers.
What are we, 5? Okay.
I like them. Right.
Personal
How are we
password.
gonna-
Open sesame.
Cthulhu.
Open door.
Zulu.
Cthulhu.
The word is Cthulhu.
We
Great
asked the
old
door
one.
what Cthulhu is.
Well, I'm not too sure, really.
Why have you got it
Why do you
written
ask?
over the top of you, then?
Oh, is it? But it sort of like looks up and tries to look above itself, but can't really because its eyes are kind of in 2D.
Wow.
Anyone have a mirror?
Yeah, on the wall.
Nope. If anybody's got nice armor, that could help. Plate armor, anyone?
No.
I'm gonna use my really sort of new and shiny short sword.
Oh, you could ask your sword if he knows anything about getting through the door.
They could have a chat.
Well, no, because the ogre left it in the pool, and after the pool came the acid room, and then we're currently here.
This is let's have a sword to door conversation.
Seeing as
Leave
we're
them to have a chat and we'll just go off and get a cup of tea.
there is no tea until this adventure is over.
So I'll ask this door, if he knows how we open
Which door? Oh, the one in front
that,
of you.
that door. Yeah, the one that talks. I'll ask it if he knows anything about opening that last door we haven't opened yet.
Okay. So as you look round at the other door, you notice this room is starting to get a little smaller. It seems to be sort of just a you get the impression it's a little bit less further away than it was when you entered. And then he says, "Oh no! By the time people are talking to me, normally well, quite frankly, normally the doors are closed. I've never seen behind any of them. Why? What's behind there? Anything fun?"
So the room's
Fine.
getting smaller, or are we getting
It
bigger?
seems to be, yeah. No, you've noticed the room seems to be getting a bit smaller. You can see that there's a new wall that sort of appeared. The wall seems to have got just slightly closer.
Damn it. So the wall is actually moving.
Oh, you haven't seen it move, but it certainly seems to be closer than it was.
Okay.
You notice that these doors at the back of the room are now like right next to the rear wall, whereas you seem to think that there was some space past them.
Yeah. Okay, let me talk to the door. How long has it been since you last saw Merlin?
Well, I think quite a while, really. I'm not too sure.
Do you miss
I
him?
don't wake up very often. I sleep a lot. You see.
Do
Do I miss him? Well, I think we had a fairly platonic relationship. I am only a door, of course. I do the opening and the closing and the opening and the closing, but we didn't get into anything too deep,
but
meaningful.
surely, I mean, he's your maker. You must miss those times when he went through you. What did he used to say when he would do that? Do you remember?
Well, I used to swing open more than happily. We had a bit of an understanding, you see. I was his bedroom door, and he was the bedroom user. So we would quite often get to a point where he would come to the bedroom and say to me, "I'd like to use my bedroom now." And I'd say, "Oh, right, yes, okay, well, that's a fairly valid request. And are you going to be in your bedroom long?" And he'd say, "Well, business of it is all yours." And I'd say, "Well, of course, I mean, I am only a door. So I'd just open, really. And, sometimes we wouldn't even have that conversation at all. I'd just open, or he'd open me, or I'd close again."
Okay.
The days we had opening and closing and opening and closing.
I'll tell you what, I mean, it seems like your talents are being wasted here. I'd be more than happy to have a word with Merlin and try and convince him to take you back into a more prominent space where potentially even the grand entrance of the tower. where you would be.
Well, I've never been a grand entrance door. Let me tell you, I'm definitely more of a bedroom kind of guy. I mean, I think even here is odd. But, you know, I'm trying to job that I've been given. Yes.
Well, when was the last time you opened?
Oh well, I seem to remember it was some dweeby fellow who he seemed to be quite thin and quite clever. He reached straight through here.
Hmm. It sounds like it's been a while. Do you remember?
Yes. Well, of course, he just. Oh God, yes. Sorry, interrupting again. I'm always doing this. If
No
I'm not
worries.
opening or closing, I'm interrupting. Silly me.
I'm just a bit worried that your gears are going to get stuck and you might not be able to open anymore. It might already be the case.
Oh no, these hinges are made of good, strong, hinge material. Yes, I haven't seen them recently. I think they're behind me somewhere. Regularly maintained. Yes.
What, would you mind if I take a look?
Well, certainly, yes. Once I open these doors, you are perfectly acceptable to those hinges. Yes.
Well, let's take a look then, if you'd be so kind.
Sure, yes. If you would just like to give me the password, then that'd be no problem at all.
And what would the password be?
I'm afraid I can't give you that. That would be a little bit too easy now, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that wall moved.
Can you
Is
give
the
us a clue?
password Cthulhu, by any chance?
Certainly could be. I don't know. Maybe.
Yes, the password is Cthulhu.
But I tell you what, if you can't work it out, then I'm afraid you're going to have to, don't really deserve for me to open my majesty. Majesty.
By the way, guys, the wall has moved again. Can you give us a clue? Is it the word is Cthulhu?
Well, I'm sure you've got all the clues you need. I'm only a door. I don't give out clues. I
What
just
does it
open them
say?
and I close.
What does it say exactly on the wall again?
Were you asking the door that? Sorry.
No, we're
No,
asking.
I'm asking you what the gem. What?
Oh,
the,
it says the word is Cthulhu.
Can I just do some kind of investigation just to see if I notice anything else?
Sure, yeah. Roll an investigation.
I don't. I'm too stressed out.
I
Could it
say
be-
to the door. I say to the door. What does it say on the wall behind you? Do you know?
Oh no, my eyes, I can't quite see.
Could you say the word is Cthulhu for me?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Is it made of wood?
It is what made of wood. All
Is it? I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. I asked. I.
right. Confusing. The door is sort of made of wood. Yes.
Could it be Call
Call of Cthulhu. Maybe we need to get the door to say Cthulhu. Maybe that's it. And then it opens.
Okay, door. What's the name of an elder god with octopus for a head?
I've heard that one before. I'm falling for that joke again. Yes.
I. Oh, give it a go. I cast. Oh, sorry. I cast produce flame.
Okay.
I have it now. It's this ball of flame in my hand,
Cool.
and I start juggling it around in front of me, and then I kind of wave it a bit near the door.
The door is looking super impressed at this point. It's like, ooh, that's a mighty fine fire. Can you juggle?
If you say Cthulhu for me, I will juggle for you.
I don't think it's worth that much.
I wave it a bit close to the door. Like, I'm sure you want to say Cthulhu.
no, of course not. No. I wouldn't be a very good guard door if I just went around.
Can I try to cast an illusion to make it look like Merlin is coming into the room? And
You certainly try.
so basically Merlin comes into the room and just quietly gestures to the door to open. And we just kind of make way through Merlin.
Okay.
And when I say it's like, finally you're here, Merlin. Can we just get this moving, please? Like, we have business to do.
Merlin, nice to see you again. Yes, I tell you what, these fellas here, they've been my hinges, quite frankly, could probably do with a bit of an oiling. Do you reckon you could sort it out for me at some point? Yes.
He just makes a gesture with his hand to like.
What does that mean, Merlin?
So I make the illusion.
Have you cat lost your tongue?
So just I'm trying to tell you, like whenever he starts talking, the Merlin would just kind of put his hand to make him stay quiet and just gesture him to open the door, like with an annoyed look. Like, come on, I don't have.
I mean, you tell me that joke you always tell me, and I'll let you straight through. But you gotta give something for this shit.
I got it. All right, I step up to the door and I say, knock, knock.
Oh yeah, who's there?
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu! Oh no! And the door swings open.
Nice, well done.
Hooray.
And you find yourselves, immediately as the door opens, you find this sort of phantasmal force shoves you all right from behind, and you find yourselves. Why can't I pick you up? Wrong there. Find yourselves in times of trouble. No, not in trouble, but you find yourselves in a fire pit of flames. No, not really. Out the back of our Ron Tower.
After all
It's
that.
now dark. It's night. You've been down there for quite a long time, but you do see some lights coming from Merlin's tower.
Okay, let's go around and knock at the door.
I bet he's there now, isn't he?
It's all black again for me.
Hang on, let me just. Graven, you stay there for a second. I'm just going to steal your tokens from the other room. Hang on. Copy. Paste. Can you see now?
Okay, yeah, but I can only see around where I am, so not the entire space. Oh, because it's nighttime?
Yeah.
It is nighttime.
Okay, got it.
I'll cast a light spell.
Cool. And that gives you 40 foot, 20 foot.
Okay.
20 close and 40 dim.
Yeah.
Let's knock at the door.
Okay, so you knock at the door, and Merlin, some clangering down the stairs, and Merlin opens the door. Oh, hello guys. How are you? Come on in. And he invites you all in to his gaff.
When he says, "How are you?" I say, thirsty, and glare at him.
Well, I don't think we've met.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
Merlin. Come on in. I'll make you a cup of tea. That's I'll get you, fix you right up. It will. Come on in. And he takes you through the first layer of Aeron Tower, up the stairs, and then up to his sort of study area. He says, "Oh, sit down. Have yourselves a cup of tea." Yes, very good.
Sat in the dark, is he?
Yes, probably. He's not even there. Where is he? Merlin.
Hiding.
There he is. And Archimedes is sat on the side. I'm sure there was some light in there.
You can only see him because he's out of my field of view.
Should be able to see him now.
Say to Merlin, you better put that owl away because that bronze been threatening it.
Well, I think Archimedes will give us good. yes, yes. So, what can I do, you guys, for evening? Awfully late.
Well, we've been
I'm
stuck in
thinking about
your
settling down.
We've been stuck in your answering machine dungeon for a little while.
Oh no, you haven't, have you? Did you pop by unannounced and just let yourselves in? That's not the done thing around here, you know.
Oh, we're knocking at the door, and it just opened.
Oh, I don't think that's true now, is it? My door doesn't just open, you know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't locked. So we thought,
Oh yes, of course. I don't lock my door. What? I have no need. As you, probably just found. Oh my goodness, you've all done well though. Here, let me get you some tea. And he sort of like summons over the teapot, which goes and comes floating over. He says, "Drink up. You'll all feel much better after the cup of tea." And you will find that as you drink the tea, your any diminished hit points come flooding back
nice.
over the course of your stay with Merlin.
Well, thank you.
Is it worth a long rest, do you think?
Well, you
Well-
can certainly settle yourselves downstairs or on the sofa. I
Please.
was going to head to bed soon anyway.
Yes, please.
Well, it is pretty
Well,
late.
it's okay.
So...
Well, make yourself comfy, and I'll see you all in the morning then.
Well, just before we hit the sack, we just our original purpose for coming here was to ask you some questions, if you have the time.
Now, well, it's quite late. Why don't you rest up first? We'll have a chat over breakfast. I think if you've been downstairs, then you probably need it.
All right, as you wish.
Okay. Oh, great. Yes. So I'll see you in the morning then.
Good night. Thank you for your hospitality.
8 hours rolls by. You'll have a long rest. And it's morning.
All right.
Merlin comes back. Oh, did you all? I'm sorry, the sofa's not comfortable.
I think I hear someone snoring.
Sorry, I disappeared. I'm back now. So, what did you want to talk about?
Well, Merlin, we have a bit of a problem. We're trying to help the people of Bastion Bay, who had these undead shark attacks, as you know.
Oh yes, I do remember you saying something about that. Yes.
Well, we've done a bit of investigation, and we've discovered that a covenant of hags is responsible for this, and they're lurking in some caves near Bastion Bay.
Oh, that's quite a serious problem they've got there then.
Is that so? Well, we don't know much about these hags. We were hoping you could tell us.
Me neither, but I think I've got a book around here somewhere. Let me have a look. I know best to stay away. Hang on, and he sort of goes over to the cupboard, and he sort of flicks through his books, and he brings one back that's entitled the gruesomely witches and wizards of the 1800s. And he brings it back and he says, yes, here you go. And he shows you a page in the book.
Okay. Are we all reading this? Yeah.
Mm.
While you read that, I'm going for a week.
Quick, skim read the book while he's gone.
Okay, so they have magical powers.
And they can curse.
The dark barkins bit I knew. That's what came out of my Arcana check. Okay, so it doesn't tell us much actually.
Yeah, we kind of knew that, didn't we? Really.
I mean,
I'm back from the toilet.
so they have magical powers. But it says some can do spells, so it doesn't mean they do for sure.
Hey, Graham,
Hello.
we take a copy
You're
of
back.
this page.
Did you wake up?
Isn't it coming through?
Oh, no. I did message you.
What?
For fuck's sake.
You've been quiet for a long time.
So we're making a copy of this page, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
You should all have it in your journal, I think.
Okay. So
If you scroll down to the bottom, you should have it in your journal now.
okay.
Handouts, Hagbook page.
And but we don't know anything about the covenant, what that implies, how many there are. Or they
Well, I mean, you could ask Merlin, sure.
yeah. Merlin, anything else you could tell us, like how many there could be?
Well, I think you need three to form, at least three, I think, to form some sort of coven. Us wizard types, we're not big into groups. I don't really like other people very much, but these witch hack things, they seem to like to each other's company. So you'll definitely find more than a couple.
Okay. And would there be any other kind of monsters or lurking in those caves with them? So
Well, I mean, they're quite tricky creatures. I mean, look at that. She looks quite beautiful in this book. That's one I've taken to bed a few times, if you know what I mean. You know, they may have turned some creatures, but I don't think anything stupid enough to fall for that. Well, you know, it's them coming for it, really.
okay. And do we know any kind of magical powers they have or spells that they could use?
No, I don't know of any particular ones. Certainly, what it says in that book is pretty much all my encounters. I try and stay away from them if I encounter them. I tell you what, though, you normally can tell quite quickly if you're near a hag. Everything gets a bit smelly, you see.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to avoid them. We have to take care of them because otherwise they're going to keep harassing the people of Bastion Bay.
Oh, well, that's very good of you, yes.
But anything we can use to prepare would be useful for us and increase our chances of survival. So if there's anything else you can tell us.
I'm running on fumes here, guys. Quite often get them in the woods. I've seen them a few times.
What about down by the sea?
Down by the sea, I don't often go down that way, so I can't tell you I've encountered any myself. But maybe you'd find some down there, yes.
So I've been told there are specifically water hags. I guess there's other kinds of hags, but those are...
I see, yes, certainly. I know I've bumped into a few forest-type ones. I don't know what they're called, though. I need some new books, really. I mean, if you guys could fill out a journal entry for me, I'd be... if you do encounter them, I'd be very grateful. I added into this book here.
You say there's a strong stench around them.
Oh yes, definitely. You'll find, well, certainly in the forest, when everything gets quite dead, and you know, the kind of dead. Well, you'd know, yes, you skinny grey type. Yes.
Yes. When I was wandering, I came across an area in the southeast where there was a strong stench of death. Perhaps,
Interesting.
perhaps this would be where we might find them. It's about two days to the southeast of Flamescar.
Well, maybe. I can't say I've seen any hags around. I mean, that wouldn't be too far from here now, would it? Day south or so. But no, I mean, they don't come too close to the tower. You know, my mighty power. I jest.
Okay.
What area is this you speak of? I don't think I've seen any hags.
as I say, to the southeast, I found a place with what looked to be the start of an underground cave system.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I ever found any. Come across them. So no.
The reek of death around there was appalling.
Oh, all right. Well, again, let me know if you find anything interesting. Always one to learn.
Yeah, we'll definitely try and write up something for you for your studies, if we survive the encounter, of course. And these are basically northeast of Bastion Bay along the coast.
Well, by the coast, yes, it would be, I suppose.
Okay. Anything else we want to ask Merlin?
No, I think so.
I do have a personal question a question at a personal level for me, to Merlin's. I show him my boomerang.
Oh, very pretty, very pretty.
Thank you. This is something from my home. It's not unique,
Oh,
but
yes, the plane of air. How exciting, how exciting.
I've had this for a little while, a year or so, and it's only started glowing, and I show him the stone in the middle is glowing faintly.
Oh, yes, well, that definitely is glowing. Have you noticed it getting stronger at all?
Have I, Graham?
You noticed it getting dimmer as you went towards Bastion Bay.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of going the other way, so maybe it's getting a bit brighter.
Yeah, so Bastion Bay is like 3 days away.
Yeah, okay.
This is only about half a day.
Yeah.
And you haven't really been much more east, so no.
Yeah, okay. So I do say that though. So when I went to Bastion Bay, which is northwest of Flamescar, it's gone
It seems
dimmer.
it seems to be some sort of, well, it seems to be attracted to something. Have you found out what it is?
No, not yet, but
Oh. Well, it certainly seems important if it's making this thing glow.
yes. I just wondered if you knew what kind of thing it could be.
No, follow the brightness. Generally, with these sorts of things, the brighter they get, the closer you are. You know, that kind of hotter, colder sort of thing. We used to play that all the time. All the days.
All right. Okay, well, I guess we shouldn't keep you any longer unless anybody else has anything to ask.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, have a good day, if you want.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, no worries. You know, you're always welcome here at Elrond Tower. Just, maybe when I'm not around, don't let yourselves in next time.
Yes, lesson learned.
Although I imagine if you'd sat in that square, I'd have found you eventually. I do check it on occasion, but generally things either get out and don't come back, or get squished, squashed, murdered. That sort of thing.
Yes.
It's a bit of fun, really, isn't it? You got to while away the day somehow. It's quite evil. I told you before, it's quite dangerous out there. One has to protect themselves. Yes.
Woohoo!
Surely a simple lock would be more effective.
Haven't you seen some of the things out there? No, big vats of acid are definitely more effective.
Yeah, Click just says, woohoo! Okay, well, shall we?
Yeah. What are we doing now then? Are we going to head back?
I was wondering if we had time to go to Bastion Bay to find out if anyone knew about those caves and could maybe draw us a map. I don't know if we have the time though. That's more of a
Maybe a little bit of hunting or something. Because this is all I've done so far is get myself trapped. A bit of cash would be useful.
Yeah, you want to go in the wilderness and hunt.
What do we think?
Yeah, we could do that.
I guess it's more a question of what's Graham prepared.
I'm prepared for all occasions. Mostly.
Well, I mean, we could, if we headed towards Bastion Bay, we could see what we could hunt on the way, perhaps. then that would kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
Are you actually going to go? I'm not sure you've got time for both going to Bastion Bay and hunting. Probably
Alright.
got time for a quick trip to Bastion Bay, though.
But that's going to be another talky thing, isn't it?
Depends what you do.
Depends what you say.
Click was also talking about going down to the cave system and seeing if you can get any clues or anything. You could do
Yeah,
that.
a bit of scouting just to see if we spot anything. I would love to get a map of the caves. If those caves have been there for a very long time, way before the hags were there. If there's some people who know those caves who've been going there and could draw us a map, that would be really useful. But we could also just go there and scout a bit from outside.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't mind. Whatever you guys want to do.
Any other opinion?
If we lost Bron again.
No, I'm here.
So 3 and Bron, what do you guys think?
I suggest that we scout this area. The sooner these hags are gone, the sooner we can rid the world of some undead.
Okay, what about Bron?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, so we go to the caves, near the caves, to scout discreetly. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'm going to fast travel you to Bastion Bay, which I'm aware is not great for 3, but I'm sure you'll get the longer version at some point. But then you'll be in the right sort of place. So if you guys want to explain what Bastion Bay is to 3, that'd be a good start.
Yeah. Can someone do that? I feel like I've done a lot of talking.
Bastion Bay is a pirate-type cove. I think it is actually, for pirates. There's shipping and there's a pub, and there is a merchant who is connected to the merchant we saw in Dobson, who we rescued.
Yeah, he owes us a favour, really, doesn't he? Yeah.
You're talking about the...
And we picked up a dragonborn there as well.
Yeah, Rogar. And basically we've been contracted by the governor of this town, Kappa Mariosa, to take care of this undead shark problem.
Okay, so as you sort of explained to 3 on the trip what Bastion Bay really is, as you get to the main gate, Click whips out his piece of paper, sort of just waggles it in front of the guards as you walk straight through, and they sort of go, okay, yeah, no, just walk straight on through, no worries. And you head on through Bastion Bay, past very large sort of stone-walled buildings over here, which I explain is the main Kappa building where the sort of main government or leaders live. Past a large 3-story building called the Mercantile, which is where all the traders' marketplace is. You head round through to the west of Flamescar, through the sort of the living quarters, and out down across the little bridge and down the coast towards the cave that you knew where it was before. You skip going through the port this time. You don't need to go too far. And then you find yourselves in times of trouble. Gotta stop singing that. No, that wasn't Flamescar, Marlon. That was Bastion Bay. You find yourselves walking along the coast. What do?
Do we see anybody about?
Nope. So you see the sort of crashing of the tide. You're walking along the beach.
All right.
That's not what I wanted to do.
We'll head along the beach, following the cliffs.
Sounds good.
Where did we leave the weird fish guy last time?
He brought us to the caves and then he left.
Yeah, he went, didn't he?
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could see him again. If you had more info or...
It's the sea.
Okay, so as you get sort of halfway along the beach, you see in the water appears a rather large wave that sort of comes crashing down towards you, and as it crashes down, big wave out of the wave comes a giant beast made entirely of water, and looks like it wants to attack.
Uh-oh.
And I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Rolling initiative.
Right.
We need to turn that on. Okay. Spring out of the water. Click. Springs into action. It's a very springy occurrence. What do you do?
Okay. Good question. Is it... yeah, okay. 30... I'm just trying to see the distance. Okay, it's reachable, but is it really in deep water or is it really on the beach?
Not. It's sort of, yeah. The water is probably about 5 foot deep, where up to where the water thing is.
So it would be fighting in deep water then, well, swimming and fighting if I was to get to him. Unless I'm...
To get to him, you'd have to start getting into the water, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could also fly, I suppose, but then I'm just going to attack with my boomerang from where I am.
Okay.
Is this frozen?
No,
Yeah, I was just about to say, Graham.
it's not frozen.
What the heck?
Winter battle theme. All right, so you throw your boomerang, go straight through the water elemental, and it sort of like shifts itself out of the way as your boomerang flies straight through and comes flying back towards your hand.
Okay. I'm gonna walk. Oops, that's not the. I'm gonna get here, and I'm in the air right now.
Okay. How sort of high?
Sorry?
How sort of high?
I don't know, 30 feet.
Okay. And then Byron, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to try a little ray of frost on it, just to see how it likes that.
That should be good.
If it hits.
I'm loving this frozen. It's amazing. All right, so you try and ray of frost, and again you fire this like cone of frost out towards the water elemental, not quite managing to catch it. It sort of like moves its water out of the way. Woo! Woo!
Going to need to do a little bit better than the 6 then.
Anything else?
I think I'll take a few steps back.
Okay, and then Graven, you're up.
All right, I've drawn my longsword, and I'm going to move just over to here. So I'm not going in the water.
Okay.
I'll try and draw it out this way. So that's me done. That's what I'm doing.
You don't want to
Okay.
hold action to.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll hold.
Oh, come on, that's metagaming. You can't do that.
You're right. I'll leave it there.
Okay, that's true.
Okay. At which point the water elemental comes sort of streaming towards you.
And you're
It
wet.
tries to overwhelm you with its watery waterness. I need you to roll a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
Okay. Can I use my inspiration point for advantage?
Sure.
Oh. Still failed it. That's rubbish.
You do still fail. Okay, so at which point the water elemental has wrapped itself around you, and you take. Does this have an act? No, it doesn't. That's not helpful. 2d8 plus 4. You take 13 damage, and are now grappled and unable to breathe as you are surrounded by water.
Ooh.
Okay. Right.
And then it is 3's turn.
I lift my staff, babble some arcane chanting, point at the watery monster, and a light streams, multicolored light streams from the end of my staff and hits it.
Okay. What does that do?
Dex save against my DC, which is 13.
It does not pass.
Okay.
So it's now highlighted, and any attack roll against it has advantage.
And I will back up.
Back up. What you gonna do now?
Here. That's my
Okay. And then it is Bron's turn.
Okay, right. So I'm going to go and strafe. Oop, I can't go that far. Foot to here. Okay. I'm going to shoot my longbow into this weird water I don't really know much about. Is there any check that I can roll to say what I know about any elementals? Have I done battle with them before?
Sure, you roll a nature check, see what you know about. Yeah. So you would know some things about water elementals. You know there are different types of elementals that are generally created by something or someone, and generally quite large, made of the thing that they look like.
So does it look like a hag?
No, it looks like a water elemental. You're pretty sure this is not a hag.
Okay.
You would know what a water elemental is. It's a thing in its own right.
And does it hit?
What are you doing, sorry?
Using my longbow.
All right, okay, and 14 hits. It's 5 damage.
You've got advantage, so if you roll twice, sorry, it doesn't matter again.
That's true.
Well,
wait,
we can shout advice to each other.
Well, I think that's fair because Alex doesn't pay attention.
So I'll roll with advantage on the next one. And I'm going to go and use my sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
So I'll put that on screen for those that are new to this one. So, attack with. Does 22 hit? Well, it should do, right?
Who does hit?
Damage. So that's.
Why didn't Roll20 add up for you?
Alright.
14?
So that's 8 plus 6 plus 10.
24. All right, yeah, you managed to hit both of them. Do you want
And
to do anything else?
that is the. Yeah, I'll go and do action surge actually. Take another 2 pot shots at this thing. So 18 and. I'm not going to risk 13. So I'll just take that nat.
That hits.
Cool.
7 damage. Okay.
When's this thing going to tap out? 26, and I'll go and take my sharpshooter on that. So that deals. Holy shit. 20 damage.
20 damage. Cool. Man, you're a
Nice.
one-man army. Anything else?
I'm tired now. I'm going to sit this one out.
All right, then Click, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna, while I fly, I'm just gonna fly very low through here, grab the, fill the Queen's Kiss with seawater, and drink it. Which means now Graven can breathe underwater as well as everyone else in the party.
Hang on, what?
The Queen's Kiss, this
Yeah,
artifact.
so you've drunk it, but Graven hasn't.
No, when I drink it, me and 10 people in my party can...
No, up to 10 people can drink from it.
Oh, really? Everybody has to drink it separately?
You have to drink from it, yeah.
I see.
But there is enough water in there for 10 people to have a
Okay,
sip.
I thought that when I drink it, 10 people around me
No,
are...
it's not that magical.
Okay. So, can I pass it to him through the body?
Well, he's currently grappled, so you're not going to be able to drink it.
Or could I make him drink it? I
You
would.
could try and pull him out.
That's going to be a strength roll, isn't it? That's not going to do it for me.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
That's all right. I can break the grapple probably in the next game.
So you think you'll be fine?
I'll be fine.
Okay, fine. I'll just attack then. Is that considered next to him?
Sorry. That was me just looking
yeah.
something up.
Yes, you are next to him.
Okay. He's taking...
Yes, you hit. And he takes 10 damage. Wait, you...
No, that's not me. I
Oh,
haven't...
that's not you.
That was Byron messing up. Do I have advantage when I attack?
No. Why would you have it? Oh, yes, you do, because of Fairy Fire.
Okay, so...
The water elemental is currently lit up with a glowing pink fire.
That hits.
That does hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do a flurry. There's 2 more attacks with some
Okay.
badass kung fu. Hits. And with my 10.
Yep.
And that's my second attack, which hits as well. Another 5.
Okay. Yep, you hit.
So that's 1 less key point. All right, and that's it.
Okay. And Byron, you're up.
Okay, I will do a chromatic orb at 2nd level.
Is that the spell that never hits?
So far, but I have now advantage, don't I? So
You do.
Good that you do.
which is 16.
Now you roll all ones on the damage. Grammatical. Always bad.
Well.
So what's the...
And I'm going to re-roll that 1. Because I can maximize. And I get a 2 instead. Never mind.
Cool.
That's
And
still
what type
21.
of damage is that?
Cold.
Cold damage. Okay.
Not ice?
Ice baby, I believe.
Okay, so that's 22.
That's a pretty good
Okay.
thing.
And as you fire the chromatic, or you imbue this orb, like huge orb, and then fire it down through, it goes straight past Click with a thunderous smack straight into the water elemental, which bits of ice and water fly off, and you see that the like part of the water elemental is actually turned to ice as well.
Nice.
Ooh. And Graven, you're up.
All right, I am going to attempt to break that grapple. So that would be athletics or acrobatics, is it? Do I get to choose?
Yes, that's the same as a normal grapple.
Yeah.
So you can succeed on an athletics or acrobatics check against the grappler's athletics check.
I'll take athletics then.
Mm,
Boom.
nice. He's
27.
grappled.
Rolling like a boss.
That'll do it.
All right, so I'm free from the grapple then.
Yeah.
That's an action though, isn't it?
Yes, you can use your action to attempt to escape.
Yeah. All right, so as a bonus action, I'll use my second wind, get some hit points back. Because second wind is a bonus action, so I get 7 points back. And that's me done.
Okay. Sorry, hold on a second. Okay, so the as you push yourself away from the water elemental, it shuffles to the side a bit, and this time tries to overwhelm Click, who's sort of flying around it. Can you roll a strength saving throw, please, Click?
All right. Ooh.
Okay, so
So I'm good.
you are pushed out of the elemental space.
Does that give me a opportunity?
No.
Okay.
And then it's Three's turn.
I conjure a ball of flame into my hand and hurl it at the elemental.
Okay.
Don't know if that hits or not.
13 does not hit.
Okay, sweet. That's about it for me.
Okay. And then Mega Tank, you're up.
Mega tank reporting for duty. I'll find where the hell my character sheet has gone to. I'm going to go and use my longbow. Are we still rolling at advantage?
You are?
Sweet.
Hang on, there is nothing for Fairy Fire, just lasted 10 minutes, doesn't it?
I think it's a minute.
Is it? Oh, either way. That's like an entire encounter.
Yeah.
And damage. And so 22 damage in total, Graham.
Okay. All right.
Tank.
Flying through the air, water elemental. Anything else?
Oh, that is all I can.
All right. And Click, you're up.
Already. Okay. Let's attack again. Okay, so that's gonna go. He's going with his staff again. Woohoo! And then he's gonna flurry. Yeah, we're at 16, and one more. Wow, really well. 21 total.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you swipe at the watery thing in front of you.
2 slashes with the talons.
And then you want to do anything else?
Nope. It's
All right.
I think it speaks primordial, right? If it's a water elemental or not.
Nope.
Okay.
That is not correct.
Okay. Because then I could have chatted with it.
Byron, you're up.
How's it looking?
Watery, wet, a little frozen.
Is it looking a blooded type watery, or
You have not seen any blood come from this thing. You have seen lots of water fly off of the thing, but other than that, not a lot. It's looking a little smaller, a little less wet, but still quite wet.
oh, I think we're going to have to carry on with the freezing. I still have advantage, don't I?
Yep.
I think I'll just do the one. I'll just do a normal one. Normal chromatic orb. Ooh. There you go. I don't know
Suspense is
why it's
killing
an 8 plus 15.
Because you crit.
Because you
Because I
crit, yeah.
Well, I'll go with the 23. That looks good to me.
I don't think you get a choice about taking that 23 or not.
Well, no, I mean, I could. I do actually have a bit of a choice because I've got a choice to spend a point. And do you know what? I will, just for the sheer hell of it. I'm going to re-roll the lower two, the 3 and the 1. I'll roll 2 more dice.
Okay.
Roll up to
What the hell?
much better. So,
Do the maths.
no, with plus 7 on the top of that. So that's 2 15s, it's 30.
What did you tell me originally? How much extra is that?
Right, what's happened is I got.
I know what's happened. I
got-
just don't know the maths. How much extra damage have you just done?
I did an extra 7 damage. I
7
did 11
damage,
and
great.
5. So.
Thanks. All right. Okay. So yeah, you like, and it's looking pretty frozen up, pretty solid at this point.
Hit it on the ice.
Right, then. I'm going to attack it with my long sword, which is a +1, so counts as a magical attack, if that's relevant. Which I think it is for elementals, isn't it? And I get advantage?
You do.
Alright, so first attack. 28.
And feel free to describe how you kill it.
Nice.
Alright. So I swing my longsword over my head, catch it right in the middle, and it shatters and sprays Click with shards of ice.
It does, and it did.
Dead. Dead
and
in.
it sort of like just like disappears and it shatters into lots of ice and starts to melt slowly.
I don't really suppose a giant ice sculpture would drop any loot, would it?
Yeah, scallops and a few crabs.
Crabs.
It may or may not have had crabs.
It definitely had crabs.
Yep. Awesome.
Oh,
Okay.
I just realised you guys are going to ruin the next scene. Thanks, guys. Welcome, new
Welcome,
players.
Graham.
Thanks for ruining everything.
What do you mean?
Nothing at all. You'll see.
Do we see anything else around here?
No, so you will carry on and you were walking down this direction because you know that's where
Yep.
sort of the entrance to the cave
All right.
system was.
Well, let's hope the rest of the trip is not as eventful as what just happened.
What? Nothing.
Okay, we're carrying along the beach then.
Okay. Right. So you carry on down the beach for a bit, and you see the sort of cove of where the cave entrance was that you found, and you have to kind of walk along a sort of a steep, not too wide platform to get in, but you kind of walk in single file, and you find yourself sitting outside the front of the cave. But unfortunately, there's only 3 of you because I forgot about the other 2. Also, short notice and things.
Oh, cool.
Oh, look, that's me.
Nice. But the others can see this, or?
You should all be able to see this, yeah.
Okay.
The other 2 are sort of just behind you off screen.
Okay.
Who's He-Man?
That's Graven. He's considerably less chunky than that. There you go.
Do you know how hard it is to find rare pictures of fantasy type things?
Your
Yeah.
computer probably not that rare.
Did you not Google Eric Crocker from behind? That looks like an
did.
owl.
That was the only
Yeah,
picture I
shouldn't
found.
Google that kind of thing.
Do you like my gimp? Because my gimping was the savior. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
It's perfect. Okay.
Anyway, so you can see the entrance to the cave, and
No.
you can hear the sort of the waves, sound of the waves. What do you want to do now you're here?
We smell.
Yeah, let's perceive.
Yes. Do we notice anything?
All
Do
right.
we see
So,
anything off this way?
so you can see that there's a small entrance into the cave.
Is it that light there?
That's it. It's not particularly large entrance, but it was the one that you poked your head down before. I think Click stuck his head down there, and you could see that it led down into like a fairly deep, down into what looked like a larger cavern system.
We
Right.
don't have any familiar, do we?
You can see that the mouth of the cave is about 5 foot wide and hangs low. You'd have to like duck to get into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have
No
any?
sign of any witches about?
No, but as you're all sitting there and sort of in the dark watching the cave, you see two fellas appear at the bottom of the cave.
Fellas.
2 merrow-looking people
Merfellas.
Ah.
appear and start to make their way up the sort of up the sea rocky bit. Didn't mean to do that. Wrong there. Why is that on that there? Make their way up. Start slowly making their way up towards the cave.
Are they
Do you
armed?
guys want to do anything? Yeah, they've got. Yeah, they look pretty armed.
What do we want to do?
If you don't do anything, I'm going to need you to roll a stealth check.
Should we just attack them and question them?
We could attack them and question them if you like.
I wish we had done a short rest.
Why?
So I can get my key back.
Win back.
Would they have noticed us, or is that why you're asking for the stealth check?
Well, we're kind of like in that limbo moment where you're deciding what to do fairly rapidly. What do you do?
Well, I'm wondering whether they'll be surprised if I attack them or not.
They might be. Depends how loud you are.
Well, I'm planning on not being loud at all and firing something at them.
Do we know that they're actually aggressive?
In answer to your question, Graven, they haven't seen you yet.
We
you
know
probably could fire at them and surprise them.
the little frog guy told us that they're under the
They
control of
don't
the
look
hags.
like they're. In fact, there is 3 of them. They don't look specifically. One of them's just sort of like clambered out of the water while you've been thinking about what to do, and they don't look. They look like they're sort of, doing their rounds, but they don't look like they're actively trying to fight anyone at the moment.
Well, we could either attack them or we can
They
hide.
don't look
can't we?
particularly nice though.
What do we reckon?
You got to make a decision now. Go.
Oh, I don't know.
We can hide them when they see me. We'll find out whether they're violent or.
Yeah, we'll hide.
No.
Okay.
Then I'm
I'd like you all
gonna
to roll a stealth check then, please.
do pass without trace. I give a +10 to everyone on their
Okay.
stealth check.
Does that
Plus 10.
involve a vocal component?
No, it's just
Okay. That's probably good.
yeah. I
Holy
scream.
shit.
I scream stealth, and then
This is a disadvantage.
why?
Oh, I'm all right because I've got medium armor on.
Oh,
same.
wow. I'm glad we have the +10.
Yeah, so 19. Yeah, that's good, that +10.
Does anybody roll less than a 10?
No.
I think I managed a 30.
30?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you did! You are like invisible.
Even
am
I
like
go,
that
where's he
ninja.
gone?
Stealth ninja. And yeah, all right. So yeah, they don't notice you. They are slowly making their way up into the cavern system. You guys will sort of like head back a bit.
Yep.
Hide in shadows. Are you just going to watch them pass, or are they kind of moving up into the?
Okay, without saying anything, I look round at Bron and I shrug as if to say,
What
should we do?
We definitely
Graham,
we know they're aggressive because the frog thing told us. So I'm whispering, obviously. The frog told us that they were under the control of the hags.
All right, well, we would
Let's
take
get
them
them
out
then.
then, shall we? Let's get them.
yeah, let's get him. I'll take the one on the left. You take the one on the right.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
shall
so if you
we
could
roll
roll
advantage?
initiative then, please. Can you roll
Initiative.
initiative, please?
Yeah.
Eh.
Oi, you know the rules. You're not allowed to update it. Stop cheating.
Bullshit.
Who's cheating?
Oh, so to 3, there is a rule. If I think you've got a macro set up, so it's probably never going to be a problem for you. But if you forget to click on your character token, and I've told you at least once before, then you have to re-roll, and if it's better, you have to take the worst one.
Okay.
It's kind of a lesson to learn to press the token correctly,
Yeah,
which Bron still hasn't learned after like 7 months.
I don't have a macro. I'll just click the thing. The icon every time.
So prepared. Let's do something. Where are these guys? Oh, Merrill. Where are they gone? Let's bring them in. Character sheet. There we go. That's what we want. 1. Ooh. 3. And then it is Byron's turn.
Oh dear. I think I'll just round frost them.
Okay.
This is a surprise round, right? So they
That's correct.
can't do anything on their turn. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
And Ray of Frost does not hit.
Do you not get advantage?
I mean, even if that was the case, it does not hit.
Okay.
Do you get advantage?
I rolled the
Um,
12 as the first roll.
yeah.
That doesn't make any difference.
if
Well,
an
and we-
attacker you can't see attacks you, he gets advantage.
Oh,
Should we not get a surprise round?
But this is a
this
surprise.
is a surprise round.
Yeah.
It's surprise, yeah.
You still have to hit them though.
Yes. I get that.
You do anything else, Byron?
I think that'll do.
All right, Graven, you're up.
Okay, so with my longbow, going for the one on the right, which I guess he meant that one. I will fire my first shot with my longbow. Where's my longbow gone from my... Hang on a second, my longbow has disappeared from my inventory.
Oh.
That's because I deleted my longbow instead of short sword by mistake. Hang on, let me just put it back in. Longbow, longbow, longbow. Right, okay, there we go. So, first shot with my longbow with advantage because we're unseen.
Sure.
13.
Uh,
Sorry, you cut out then. Does that not hit?
it does hit.
It does
Correct.
hit. Oh, good.
Affirmative.
Awesome. So that's 8 for the first shot. I get 2 attacks.
Which one are you attacking?
The one there. The one in the middle of the 3.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take my second shot then. That hits. Another 8.
Okay. The same one?
Yep, can I use my action surge and take 2
Sure.
more shots? Okay, might as well. 19,
That hits as well.
7, and then the last one. 22. 8. There you go.
Okay. Yeah,
That
he's
is
like stick 4 bolts into him. And then 3, you're up.
I will cast Bless at level 1, as I don't have any choices. I don't know why I asked
Okay.
that. And I will cast it on Bron, which seems to be a bit of a killing machine.
Thank you.
Craven and I'm sorry, I don't know. I can't remember the name of the sorcerer. Byron.
Byron.
You should be able to see his name tag. No, why can't you see his name tag? Let's give you a name tag. Name tag.
Yeah. I'll cast Bless on those 3.
Okay. If you're done, then click, you're up.
Sorry.
Okay. Let me see. I'm doing much better at close range, but then I'm alone there. I don't know how far they are actually. Is this?
Yeah, this map is the
Yeah.
grid. Ignore the. Is the grid right? How far is the
Well,
grid?
so
don't
I
know.
guess the question is, can I reach them
Uh,
with?
so the grid is probably about right, actually.
Okay.
But you guys are kind of like on the edge. You can't really go any further back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll draw that on that.
Okay, but to be honest, if I'm alone there, then they're just all going to attack me, and it's not going to be good. So I'll go with the boomerang. Because that's one of my issues, is I don't have a lot of hit points. 17, that hits.
That does hit.
Okay, and I bring the boomerang back.
Which one were you hitting? Sorry, the one on the right. This one?
No, this one, the middle one.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you slam him in the side of your head with the boomerang. And then Bron, you're up.
Hello. Right. I'm going to go for this one on the left.
Okay.
I'm going to use my longbow. And I'm going to roll that with advantage. And I'm going to use precision attack. My sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
4 drops down to 19. Do I make it?
You do.
So that deals 19 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same thing with 25. So that drops it down to 20. Deals 17 damage.
Okay. So yeah, you fire 2 tremendous arrows straight into each shoulder of the mirror. He's it's still standing there.
Okay, well that's all I can do, thank you.
All right, and Byron, you're up. They are officially unsurprised. Okay, and know where you all are.
And there's no cover.
No, you are on a tiny, tiny ledge.
Okay. And would it be possible for me to duck behind either of the meat shields?
Not behind them. You're all kind of up against the wall. You kind of move back against the wall to hide. So there's only really space in front of you.
Ooh, dear. Let's do another chromatic orb. A frost 1 and at level 1. What's the benefit for the bless?
1d4. I think.
Yes, on any attack or saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, do I get a choice on whether to use it or not? Do I have to use it?
You just get it on everything. I don't think it's not you only get 1. You get it for a minute.
Yeah.
So there's no real need not to choose it because it doesn't run out. But you do hit anyway, so don't worry about it. That's cold damage, though, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Which one? Sorry.
Realize it. The nearest one.
Okay, so you fire your like chromatic orb frostbite straight at its head and like take it clean off with a ball of ice.
Can I add the D4 onto the damage, or is it just a hit?
It's on the attack. But you killed it anyway, so good job. And then go even.
Okay. I will fire at this other one.
Okay.
Actually, no, I won't. I'll fire at the one that Bron's already taken a chunk out of with my longbow. 18, first shot.
That's
9 points damage.
which kills it.
Ah, okay. In that case, my second shot will be at the other one,
Okay.
which is 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'll put my bow away.
Okay.
And that's me done.
Okay. All right. So the one that you just killed like flops into the sea and starts floating away down the river.
Do we want to keep one alive, by the way?
You could ask that on your turn.
Okay.
3, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I am going to hurl a ball of flame at this one and probably miss miserably. Oh, maybe not.
You do not miss, miserably or otherwise, and do a solid 7 damage. Good effort.
Oh dear, who logged out? Was that me?
I don't know. We're all here. I can hear
I heard someone disconnect.
Oh, I think it was a notification on my PC.
Well, Graham's not talking anymore, and Graham normally chimes in.
True. Yeah, I guess it's him. Let's see. It's not my internet, he says. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, I guess it's everyone. Hello?
Oh, Griff's back. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, that's it. We just need a Bron now. Oh, and a 3. Whose go is it? Click, it's your turn.
Is it?
Do your thing
Uh,
while we're waiting.
okay, sure. I will... Was this one hit at all? Did he get any damage?
He has been hit, yeah.
How does this work if you wanna... If you wanna attack someone to incapacitate or like knock someone out?
Oh, Alp's here, but I don't think you can hear him.
I can only
I don't
hear
think Griff
Graham.
can hear him either. And Alp can only hear me.
Yep.
Everybody hit.
And now I can't hear anyone. Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Ah.
Okay, so there's Andy, but I can't hear Graham at all anymore, even though I could before.
I can hear Graham, and I can hear you now.
So weird.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, Byron.
And I
Can
can't
you
hear
hear me?
Griff.
This is so weird.
What's weird?
That not everyone can hear everyone. Everybody's hearing different people and not others.
Hello.
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 Who?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who have we got now? Who can hear me? Because I can hear some people and not.
I can hear you.
Sort of blue bar and click.
Right, I can't hear Graham though.
Okay, I can hear Graham too now.
Oh, cool.
I can't hear Graham.
I can't hear
Can't hear
Graham,
anyone else. Oh, I can hear Griff. Yeah, I can hear Griff.
I can
cannot
hear you.
Graham.
Griff, but I can't hear Graham.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Let's do a call one by one. Okay. Who can hear me?
Okay.
I think we should just call it. And you'll get
All right.
some XP.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah.
Let's say we just captured the third one.
No, he's going to run away.
Andy.
Can you hear me, Cliff?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. The answer to your question is how to knock somebody out is you have to reduce them to 0 hit points by saying, I want to knock them out.
Okay.
And use a weapon, use a melee weapon that you can knock them out with. And he's got quite a lot of hit points, more than I think you could take out.
Okay.
And his plan was to disappear into the water and swim away.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not sure you're going to knock him out.
Oh, I can hear Graham now.
Oh, goody. Right, we're done. We're calling it. Jobs are good.
Okay.
All right. Wow, Discord is back, by the way.
Is it? Of course it is.
Bastard Discord. Oh look, I can hear everybody now.
Yeah.
I can't hear everybody.
Okay.
Oh, Discord's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we?
I still
Can
can
we-
only hear some people, not others.
Yeah, I can hear you, Steve.
Yeah, I can hear you as well now.
Well, okay.
No. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. 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 Loads of
Alright.
XP. I'm just trying to work out the best way to communicate it.
Well,
Type it in.
Discord is back.
Or just go back on Discord.
Yeah.
I have put the XP on. I'm on Discord. I'm on the Discords.
Woohoo!
I'm on
800. Thank you.
I'm literally in everywhere. I know,
Okay.
it's great.
Okay. Well, I guess we call it a day then.
Do you do the
He's
XP?
back.
Do you do the XP after then on the channel?
Oh, well, I've just put it on the channel, but only because I couldn't tell you, because everybody had disappeared.
Mm.
Where are you talking to me from? Roll20?
No,
Yeah, I think we're on Roll20 right now.
I think
Well-
I'm off Discord.
No. 3, you're on Roll20.
Am I?
Griff was on Discord and has now disappeared. Oh, he's on Roll20. That's another. Oh, I don't care. Right, if you can all hear me, that's fantastic, because you're all getting 800 XP for this adventure.
Yay.
And 3, you will not be aware of this yet, but quite often get friendly rewards for doing write-ups and the kind of things, sharing your experience with the group in some way. Most people do write-ups. You've seen them on the wiki.
Yeah.
So you might even be able to be level 3 before the next adventure if you do some fantastic work.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Because level 3 is like 900, right?
I guess so.
I think it is.
Cool stuff.
Sure it is.
What's your class, by the
It
way?
is 900.
3.
My class,
Yeah?
cleric,
Ah, all right.
grave domain, one of the new ones. I thought I'd give it a go.
Ah, cool.
So you also all make it back to Flamescar with no problem.
Hoorah.
This session's been a bit of a long one. Yeah, great. Yeah, you couldn't talk to each other the whole way there. But
All right.
No.
Get back to the office.
that's what happens when you get to level 5. It then takes forever to get anywhere. Right.
All right.
Ages? You're not that far off. What did you say you're at? 12,000?
Oh,
All right. Yeah, and you need to get to 14,000.
I guess I'm not hearing everyone anymore. Some people.
Still can't hear people.
Click, I can hear you.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't think you
you're.
hear me.
I guess you're hearing some people on the Discord at the same time. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, I'm looked into both things.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not. I don't want to
Yeah.
get the double echo thing.
no, don't worry. Just
All right.
probably for the best. See you later.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll just log off Roll20 and then head back to the Discord.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
No
Yeah,
worries.
great.
Hope you enjoyed
Good, good.
yourselves.
Good fun.
Yes, that was
You did
great.
very well in the in Merlin's dungeon. I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Good job. Right, I'm going to bed now.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
No worries.
Bye now.
See you later. Bye.
Bye bye.